Check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Up huge in our Bitcoin trade. I called the cup and handle last night on the weekly screen share on the 15-minute time frame. We said if the 15-minute 200 SMA did not break, we were going to the upside. We absolutely nailed the call. If you were in my trading group again, it sounds like deja vu. You would be up in massive gains. We put 10K up in whiff and made gains. So many gains are coming at us every single day. It's out of control. We went over my entire portfolio last night. Had an absolute blast in the weekly screen share. One of the best weekly screen shares I ever had. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's stay awesome, baby. My family gives me old lemons that I can barely squeeze. I love y'all, man. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're going to break down Bitcoin right now. We don't have much time to get into what's happening. I got the three-piece on. I got the Bitcoin tie on. This could be the day. I want a Bitcoin tie on. I want a trade open when Bitcoin hits that all-time high, baby. That's it. And I will wait for nothing less. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. These are the days. We went through the entire bear market. These are the days to be alive. Shout out to the channel sponsor, I Trust Capital, baby, where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency tax-free, short-term. That's right, short-term. Capital gains are tax-free inside of that account, okay? And you can take it out in retirement. Unbelievable. Only I Trust Capital has it that way, set up beautifully. Redundancy, hard, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about where your funds are, and you can get the Bitcoin when you're done. It's not like the ETF. They have to give you kind in cash. That's not how it works. So shout out to everybody. And ETFs are cool. I know you want to buy the ETF and all that. And you don't want exposure. At the same time, when that weekend goes really low, you can't buy the price of the ETF. When it goes low on I Trust Capital, you can buy in on that Saturday, Sunday night. Take advantage of the best prices in the game. So I really think I Trust is better than the ETFs, but you do what you want. You know, because if you're buying the ETF for 20, 30-year retirement idea, I Trust Capital right there. Bang, bang, bang. Let's talk about the trade I'm in for Bitcoin. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's stay amazing. Let's stay blessed. I love each and every one of you. May God give you the most wonderful life you've ever had, ever thought about, and have, you know. May you just live a great life. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Blessings on blessings to you and your family. Blessings on blessings to you. Hope everything's going well and all your dreams come true. Bang, bang, bang. If you're watching my channel, you're a dreamer. You're someone that believes big things are going to happen to you. I know it because that's why you're here with me right now. Because you're with the lifer, and I believe that. So the algorithm brings people that think like me, that want to dream big, that want to do big things with their lives. So look, all-time high right there, 69,700 for Bitcoin. We want 69K, and we want it now. And we're about to break the all-time high. Right now, it's history in the making for Bitcoin. I was in a bigger trade. I already closed it up $900 at one point, closed it for $700 in gains, maybe $680. I don't know exactly the price. Position history, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight wins. I think it's 8. I think it's 8 straight wins. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight wins. Can I keep the streak alive? I sell right now. I got 9 straight wins, baby. 9 straight. And here it is right now. This is the little flag that wants to break out to the upside for Bitcoin. The whole world is waiting right now for Larry Fink to hit the buy button 2 more times. And just, this is it. This flag takes us to all-time highs. This flag on the 1-minute chart. We're all here watching a flag on the 1 minute about to break history, about to break the all-time high. I just can't take it. I can't take it. I'm going to sell right now. I can't look. I just got to walk away. This is insanity. And so like the whole world stops right now for Bitcoin as we watch history in the making. And if you're in my trading group, I just gave this scalp right now that's also in gain if you jumped on into the scalp. All right. But I also gave the bigger trade earlier today and in the live stream last night. The weekly screen share was just lit. I still got to think about a trade. So you get caught up all the all-time highs. You're overbought here on the stochastics. I'm taking it. 9 straight wins, baby. 9 for 9. Have you ever been 9 for 9? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section your best win streak as a trader. I want to know. And why did I sell right there and then watch? Because I knew that my gains were going to get obliterated because the Stokes were telling me to get out. So Sammy got out because the Stokes said so. Oh, stop hunt. Bring it right back up again. I wouldn't be surprised. They're just going after whoever traded. There's like one more stop hunt before the big run up, right? We don't want them to win, all right? And there's another $5,000. I turned it to $7,800. Insane. I can now take $2,800 out, right? So look, I go transfer. I go futures to spot. I type in 2854. I don't even use the whole $5,000. I don't even know why I keep it in there. Maybe I'll up the ante one day. But lately, I've been making it, and then I hit transfer. Okay. And that's going to send $2,800 over to my spot account. And then I can buy something for $2,800. You guys will watch me. We'll find a coin today that maybe I'll add to a position. We'll do it live together. And I'm going to show you how I take money out of the futures market and then 10 to 20, 30 exit in the spot account. And this is what I'm really good at. I'm good at swing trading, spot trading, day trading, and then taking that money and flinging it into something that's going to, and it's all about compounding to me. My brain is always, how can I compound? How can I make $1 into $2, $3 into $5? Boom, 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 boom. How can that same dollar pay me 10 years from now? Right now, that dollar that I just made, if I treat it right, will pay me 10 years from now. I could put it in an investment property, and that investment property will pay me 10 years from now. So look, I can get into this trade exactly like I was before. They just did a stop hunt. Okay, I can look here for my measured move, and I can get back in the trade exactly how I had it before. I could risk like wait, what? No. We got to go to 70K on this one now. Yeah. And the stop loss has to be right there at that wick. I don't have much time. 68268. Right? 68628. Bear with me. So 100 for 477. I like that. See the Stokes turning for me. And again, 8 straight, up huge. You know what I mean? I can't believe it, man. And in one of the positions, I was down like $1,000 at one point, and I mitigated in. Basically, I just kept buying in with a lower stop. As the price action with another stop loss, lowered my stop and then bought in. I took care of the position, got myself back into the green, and then crushed it. A couple times I could have taken more money, a few times. But I was going for the long term. Every time I go for the long term trade, every time I just take, 500, 800, 900, 1,000, they add up and I make gains. What was killing my account was I kept opening up trades, going for the, in a week or 2, 3 weeks, I'll make 10 grand, and it just wasn't happening. This could be my first loss. Ugly what they're doing to the pattern. I've never seen anything like that. Like, that's so weird. Like, what is that? What is that? Something like this now, I guess. Right off the bat. Ooh, I like that wick, though. And I just don't see how we don't go to the all-time high right now. In the face. Right now, just blah, blah. Like, come on, man. This is it. Like, who is keeping us from going here? There's got to be some weird entity. I think it's the U.S. government selling their Silk Road in conjunction with Grayscale. I don't know. I always think there's someone against me, like, blah, It's like, send it, dude. Send it. Call Willie Woo. Tell them to send it. It's over. We're $25 away from 69,000. Like, stop the games. Like, it's over. It's all-time highs, and we want it now. We want 69.5, and we want it now. I can't take it anymore. I can't. I really can't. Enough is enough. Like, with the manipulation. Punch through, baby. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. You guys feel the same. The angst of 69,000. What are they going to play with us at $50 right now? It's $50 with $1 billion asset. Someone throw a quarter in the freaking water. blah. You know what I mean? Like, tip the scale by a penny, man. Like, someone's got to buy. Who's not buying right now? Who's the fool that's not buying right now? Who doesn't want to ride Larry Fink's wave? Like, this is crazy. Come on now. I'm with a $29,000 trade. Let's make it happen, baby. Oh, that's why 12X. I wanted 39. That's why my X was a little lower. Come on. Like, stop playing with me. And gave me my all-time high right now. Like, this is too much. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here as we await a possible all-time high. But Bitcoin we're $50 away. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, crazy. Massive gains. Bang, bang, bang. It's impossible to be bearish, says a lot of people, and I 100% agree. I just don't see how we can't break this all-time high today. I just don't. I can't look, man. I can't look. You can see it's getting to me because I'm just like, come on now. We were just $50 away from, come on now. We're inside a beautiful ascending triangle. We're on the way to the upside. We broke through resistance. All the technical analysis is playing out. Everything is saying yes. The probability is in our favor. The world is in it. Just give us our all-time high right now so we could call it a dang day. We were just at 68. We were freaking $32 away. $32. We can't move the price of Bitcoin up $32. Someone keeps trying to, like, sell into this buy pressure. Someone's unloading into us right now, and we're just going to take over this person. We were just at 980. Oh, my goodness. Can I get some love here? Can I get some explosions? This is going to be the all-time high watch party, baby. I want to see people bugging out in the comments. I want to see ATH 333 right now. ATH 333. Let's will it. 69,000. 69,000. 69,000. 69,000. Let's go. We just hit all-time highs. $69,100 for Bitcoin. History is made. History is made, baby. These are the days, baby. I'm going to cry right now. We did it, baby. We did it. I'm in a trade when it happened. I got the Bitcoin tie on in the 3-piece. I put my life on the line for this coin. I gave my life for this coin, man. 10 years of my life. This is crazy. Yo, this is crazy, man. This is beautiful. This is it. I can't believe how many years I fought for this. This is just insane. My parents, man, God rest their soul. I love you, Mom and Dad. I did it, baby. Your son did it. We did it, everybody. Jeez Louise, man. And we were there for it. We made the call for it. We had the trade for it. I'm just like, this is a monumental time in all of our lives. $69,250 for Bitcoin. On the way to the target. 69,700. Business as usual. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's all I wanted. The rest of the day, I go to sleep. I don't give a damn. That's all I ever wanted to see. This is so big for me. This is so big. This is so big for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. God bless each and every one of us, man. Boom. 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 Bring it on. Just bring us the gains. Throw the gains on us. Come on, baby. Right to the target. Show us the money, baby. 70K. Yo! Target hit, baby. Target hit. Target is hit. Bang, bang, bang. The chart is freaking mooning. The chart is shaking. Look at the chart is literally shaking. Target hit. Boom. Bang. Another good trade. 10 for 10, right? We go 10 for 10. And I'll take my money right there. You're like, how could he call? How could he close the trade at the all-time highs? Because we hit my target. That's all. I hit my target. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. That's all that matters. Guys, can you believe what just happened? Can you believe that we did it? Can you believe it, everybody? We did it. It's going to keep mooning. It probably goes all the way to the moon. I probably should have kept the trade open, but I got so much spot Bitcoin. I'm so excited for this time right now. Oh my God, we could trade the 1 second right now for gains. Guys, I'm just like, we did it. Like, we did it. You realize what this is? Like, we did it. Like, we did it. And I sold my trade because I hit my target. Even when something hit huge, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter what the world's doing. You're the opportunity. It's about you. It's about you and your gains. You see what I'm saying? Wow, I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Blessings on blessings to be alive, each and every one of you. This is another possible trade. The target is 70,000. And Bitcoin's at 70,000 now, on the way for a massive move to the upside. It may just continue on a massive tear today. A lot of people will chase, don't chase too hard, but this thing is on a tear, right? I don't know why I wouldn't open my trade 4 times in a row. I swear I swung it over and I hit open. What was wrong? It took a while. It was like behind the scenes. Order filled completely. That's weird. Available margin 3. Why wouldn't I have all my margin? Oh, there. The trade didn't show up. You saw that? It didn't even show that I had a trade for a second. That's bull. I didn't even know that I had gotten into the trade. Now I'm down. You see that? I didn't even know when. That's never happened to me. So they couldn't handle the serving pressure. And they got me in. I didn't even see that. My only loss right now, they're going to give to me. Man, I couldn't see the trade, so I didn't even know where it was. Baloney, look at that. A $500 loss. Are you kidding me? How is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Order placed? No. Did I make that trade? I'm going to have to write to them. Look, it's not, I can't even, hold up. I don't even know what's going on right now. Look, they're bugging. They're bugging. I'm out. I don't know what just happened. They just lost me $400, but it's all right. Oh, man. That's why you chill, but all right. I'm not trading right now for a second. Bitcoin new all-time high. No one believed in us, but God did. Jesus. Yep. Amen. And you just saw like such a wacky thing happen. Again, that happens, right? That's weird. Oh, but look, they didn't put it on my position. They didn't say it was there, so it just didn't exist. So look, that wasn't mine. All right. It's not there, so I'm good. I don't see it there. Maybe when I refresh, it's there. But that definitely they just bugged out. They're going to have to repay some people or do something, right? Because they bugged out. I've never seen that. All right. I trade this inverted head and shoulder, though. I'll back to business. I'll trade a small amount and see if we can get back to business here. How BOOKMAP looking? No, I mean, honestly, it would have shown by now. I'm not stressed. Hold up. Because it was a tiny trade. It could have been my trade. I wasn't trading that much. So it didn't make sense. Look at that. Trading on the 1 second. I'm just like in shock right now. We hit all-time highs for Bitcoin. I'm just like I got to take my family to dinner tonight. Like tonight is a celebration, man. Tonight's a celebration. An absolute celebration, right? Unbelievable times to be alive. The world's going wacky right now. We hit the all-time high. They're like, what? It did show, you're right, because I'm down the money, so they did show. There it is right there. I'm going to tell them, man, that I couldn't see my position, and I would have gotten out with like a, you know what I mean? I'm going to tell them, man, and I'm going to play the video. It didn't show me the position until way later on, right? I never lose money. You guys see it. I never lose. So the only time they got me is when the freaking thing wasn't working. It's kind of crazy. And then you can see, like, I'm such a good trader. I'm 8 for 8, and they smoke me. And I never lose that much, never. These mother, you know. Anyway, it happened. It's all right. There's volatility. And it could have been my computer and my internet. Do I have the... See, hold on. See, I never use a VPN, and I have my VPN on accidentally, and that could have been my problem. So, here you go. I'm down, though. It didn't show my position either, and I'm down in the money. Same as happened to me. I bought at 70K and got marked at 72.30. Yeah, I lost. No, honestly, it was probably on my VPN, and I made the loss. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. It doesn't matter. But no stress. We're up huge. I just took $2,800 out the account. Like, we're up huge. It's all good. No good. I still don't understand. We broke the all-time high on the chart on Tuesday. We kind of did on some charts, but not on others. All right. Wow, look at the volatility, man. All-time high hit, 70K, the sell-off, because people freak out. And look, that was the measured move. People didn't know what to do, so they just sell the measured move. The algo just doesn't know what to do, so they program the algorithm to take this measured move. That's what I did. You saw me close my trade. I closed my trade. Then I just went at something little. I just didn't think I was that leveraged that high to lose that much money that fast, you know? I had a stop loss to lose $100, right? I mean, I wasn't risking $400. That's the only thing. Right, hold up. The order history. They're really good. They don't say have you. They're really good about it. When you point out that they made a mistake, they've always been good for every single time. And people I know too, they'll see that they glitched and they pay out. You can prove a glitch too, because you can be like, I'll go back, but you'll see everything will be there. My stop loss and everything. It's all in video. So we have it on video, which is great. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving forward. Let's take a look here at what's happening for Bitcoin. So we broke the all-time high. Unbelievable times to be alive. All right? I also have my VPN on, you know what I mean, at the same time, but we'll see. We'll see. It dumped so fast you didn't see, you lost. It happened in 1 second. Those candles get bought up. Are all the trading bots, the last one, yeah. Same happened to me, yeah. You can't be done with one exchange because of one thing, man. People are so weird. Like, I'm done now for the rest of my life because I chased the fastest candle in the world. You're done now. It's just so weird to me. You know what I mean? Maxi has produced multiple gains for me for years on end, like, and you're done because the fastest candle in Bitcoin, you bought the all-time high, and it was a glitch. Like, let's get real. Like, let's get real. Like, let's get real. So whoever else here who just said you're done, like, look me in the face. Like, you're done. Get a life, man. And I'm sorry. I'm being dead honest. You know what I mean? Like, what? Anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. 5-minute candle, 300. Get a life. I tried Maxi. I wasn't impressed after with your features. That's fine. Happened to me also, Sam. I closed the trade at 3x up, and they gave me -1 too. Don't worry, we'll say something. All right, let's take a look here at the weekly time frame, and let's break it down. Let's look at our big levels too. It is your fault. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. 100%. I don't risk $400. That's you know what I mean? So somehow, like, I don't know what happened. That's the only thing that's, you know, I wouldn't have risked $400 on the trade. Just, you know. Happens at all exchanges. It's normal with high volatility. 100%. 100%. 100%. Anyway, let's move on. So we have a beautiful resistance that we just broke through on the weekly, right? Or that we've been breaking through. And this is weekly support right now. And we call it 65.5. As long as Bitcoin stays above 65.5, we're good to go. We broke the all-time high. The euphoria is over. We did it. Bitcoin went all the way to $70,000, right? So 70K Bitcoin, boom. Is that the top of the cycle? Maybe. Do we get a big pullback now? There's a possibility, but now we've created a beautiful support zone at 65,500. As long as we stay above this, we're good to go, all right? So here we go, right? Take a look at this. We'll take a look. Yeah, damn right I'm crying. He's funny. He wrote multimillionaire crying over 400. Dang right. My grandfather was a bricklayer. I act like every single dollar is my last. You know what I mean? I'll be a billionaire, and I'll whine over a penny. Dang straight I will. You just pointed out exactly what makes me who I am. I come from nothing. My father was an iron worker. My grandfather was a bricklayer. My mother was a school teacher. I come from absolutely nothing. We shoveled manure for the English. I was from the Irish during the famine. We came to Boston. We had nothing. We were, you know, my cousins died in fires as firemen. You know, my grandfather was a post workerman. My other grandfather was a bricklayer. I come from nothing. Damn right I'll cry over $400. Dang right, man. I have nothing. I have no problem. I just cried over 15, this guy said. Get him out of here. Hey, listen, I'll tell you something, huh? Look at me. You ain't worried about $1, I'll tell you something, huh? Nothing was about to stop me from entering the short at 70K. Don't let him troll you. I know, right? So let's take a look here. 70,650. No, but honestly, like if you come, you know, put a 1 in the comment section if you come from a hardworking family and you respect every single penny in which you get. Put a 1 in the comment section. Let me know. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to the 1,946 people here on the live. $198 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the knock life. Bitcoin all-time high. No one believed in us, but God did. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Buy the dip, baby. So here's the deal. 111. Thank you for all the ones, right? So look, we have beautiful support now at 60. I call it, let me get it to the real, exactly where I want it. Surgically, right? It's 65.5, just to make it clear, which of course is a beautiful place, right? To be. I mean, that's a psychological support level. So 65.5. Do we revisit 65.5? There's a very good chance. You know, don't take the all-time highs. Oh, it's all, you know, could we have triple top, double topped? Anything could happen. Right now, it is a double top, right? So you could say, hey, we've double topped and Bitcoin's going to come down, make an M, and then, you know, or we pull back somewhere to the 21-day moving average. It could happen. All right. I'm open-minded that anything is possible. That's how we're going to navigate the space. By now, never telling ourselves we know exactly what's happening. Okay. ETH at 4K2. Money come to me easily. Amen. Buy the dip and let it rip. 80K soon. So here's the deal. As long as we stay above 65.5, I am the most bullish man you've ever seen. All right. And then we bring this up. And then our next big target is this at 59,000. So let me get rid of that. I grabbed that line accidentally. So as long as we hold 60K, 60. So these are two areas to like be concerned about if we get to them. If we lose 60K, then we can talk about 51. Then we can talk about 46. And then all these people that are super bearish. Can imagine being bearish in straight line. Imagine being bearish right there. Imagine being bearish this whole time. Imagine. There was people that were bearish publicly. Like, that's insane. Right? He said, you had a house in the vineyard. Yeah, my dad bought it, all right, in 1980 for like $100,000. And it was the first house he ever bought while he lived in his father's house. So, you know. But imagine being bearish this whole time. It's funny, it rhymes with bearish, doesn't it? I'm just messing with you guys. I didn't say it. Peter Schiff, rough. You know, yeah, Peter Schiff. No, God bless Peter, man. He's the reason I got into Bitcoin. People be like, what? Yeah, because I started buying Bitcoin and gold. I started buying gold, and then I realized, you know, he taught me what the store of value was. You know, without Peter Schiff, I don't know if I ever would have gotten into Bitcoin because I bought gold first. Then I realized it was so heavy and silver, and then I realized I had to get into something better like Bitcoin, you know. 3-day chart very far away from the 21-day moving average. That causes concern to a bull. Whenever a bullish man like me sees that, it tells me we need to be careful. We're likely to come back to it, just like here. And that's a very big gap away. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin comes back to a 618 Fibonacci level. It's never all the way up. Remember this. So we could be getting a pretty nasty pullback. It could be time for some, to take some profits. Again, as long as we stay above 65.5, I'll eat those words. So right now, I wouldn't take any profits. I'd be watching key levels. But that is, whenever the 21 gets this far away from price action, there just has to be some type of pullback sideways. It's just rarely that it goes like this forever. Look, and we could even be making the beginning of a falling wedge here. As great as this looks like, it could be the beginning of some type of falling wedge. Right? So again, everyone's like, damn, he's bearish on the all-time high. Like, today's supposed to be the greatest day ever, and Lifer's bearish. I'm a realist. I'm not a bull. I'm not a perma bear. I just tell you guys exactly what the charts show me. But again, we need bull flags. A bull flag is a good thing. This would be a beautiful bull flag, take us to 83,000. This would be our next awesome trade. We may not even have to revisit any lower areas, you know what I mean? There's a chance. So look, you can see 52,000. We took a wick here and bounced. You can bring this up a little bit too to about 61. We got some, so you can see what's going on here. On the daily, we have support here at the 382 Fibonacci level. Look, it matches exactly at 6288. So we've got some key fib levels to watch. And again, this may not be the case. There's an awesome chance Bitcoin does this, makes some type of ascending triangle or bull pennant, and catches up to the 21 on the daily. And the weekly just becomes kind of like a thing, and the 21 hangs out. But it looks to me like we got some sideways price action for Bitcoin. This is great. You want to see this money flow into the altcoins now. People say, look, I'm going to do it. I just pulled 2,800 out of leverage. It's going into the altcoins. So this is kind of the idea here. This is the cycle. And if Bitcoin could go sideways here or even slightly down, it might even trend upwards in a flag. It might even do the upward trending flag. You know what I mean? We don't know exactly what. It's one of these three things is likely going to happen. It's very unlikely we continue to the upside at this point. All right? Why is that? Well, the daily is very overbought. The stochastics, actually, hold on. Let me eat my words here. They've changed pretty fast overnight here in the last couple of days. I mean, the MACD is extremely, extremely high, right? It's almost never been this high, ever. Look, it's only been this high when we were at all-time highs, right? Tells you, cause for concern. And we got some bearish div here on the daily. I mean, that swings up and that swings down. That's bearish divergence, and it's a very big one. Like, the longer, more elongated, the more concern I have for it. So it does tell me, hey, there could be a pullback. We're already getting a pullback. We hit 70K, right? That could be a perfect entry on a short, right? Please take a look at GROK. I know you're not a fan, but I appreciate the TA. No worries, man. I'll look at GROK. I think it's called GROK. Yeah. So this is what we're looking at here, right? Bang. All right. Boom. Now this starts to curve, and this is so you want to see that daily. Let's look at the daily Stokes by themselves. Oh. Should be able to double click them, yeah. See that quick curve, but they could still turn down, but they were turning down the last, you know what I mean? Until that little move, they were turning down, and at any moment now, they could just flip back bearish. You see what I mean? I'm not saying, and I don't want to be a perma bear. We're going to get into the smaller time frames, and they may start to give us bullish signals. I'm just showing you what the bigger time frames are giving us right now, and what likely happens when we get to these levels for hundreds of assets. Okay, this is what I've seen probability-wise in my lifetime. So I would write these key levels down: 58,000, 60,200, and you can see them, and I'll be going over them all the time. But there's a bearish div here on the daily time frame. That's a downtrend. That's an uptrend. That is bearish divergence. Okay, I have to call it what it is. Some could say it was bearish divergence right there. We bounced back up from it already. I'm open-minded to that. All right. That wick screwed up my whole Solana trade. I was up all night when Bitcoin was down. There goes everything. Is Bitcoin going to cross 70,000? It's Women's Day today. That's why Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Shout out to all the awesome women here, and shout out to beautiful Women's Day. Massive hidden bullish daily for Mint Layer and Celestia. Ooh. Shout out to, I'm going to take a look at that. See, that's how you get me excited. You talk about massive hidden bullish. And I'm like, So anyway, the daily is curving bullish right now. And, there's a chance that we're really just like this. And we're about to break out today, and continue to the upside. So I just want to. People are like, wait, he was bearish. Yeah, I'm open-minded at all times. The smaller time frames are going to tell us what's going to happen. We go to the 4-hour. The 4-hour still has momentum. Look at it. And technically, so let's break down the 4-hour time frame. So did we break out? I feel like we did, and we're still broken out of this ascending triangle. We were waiting for the breakout, right? I was waiting on this pattern for days. I'd open up multiple trades, took in profits, open up trades, took in profits, open up trades. Let's go for the smaller time frame idea here. And that positions us as the 75.9. And the 4-hour, yes, it is high, but it just crossed the dotted line. I've seen some big moves come from there, and there's no real bearish div on it. So it tells me, hey, there's still gas on the 4-hour time frame. There's still a move here to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. Bang. God bless, Sam. Can you go over the 1 hour and the 4 hour on Adam, please? Thank you, sir. Shout out to Big Bank 3 for the $4.99. Yeah. What brand tie is that, man? I do not know. Etsy, you got to find it's like homemade, Someone printed it. Yeah. I don't want people rocking my tie, man. But look, it looks lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, right? Fine, we got the algorithmic sell off the wick. It happens. I've seen that many times at an all-time high. That's why you saw me. I sold, right? And I'm going to play the tape and see. Learn from it, people. That twice we crossed 69K this week and got smacked back. Yeah. Sideways in the 21 comes across price action. Yeah, so this tells me that we could continue to the upside right now. So yeah, we had a wick, but I wouldn't be surprised if the wick gets recovered. The 1 hour time frame isn't in our favor right now, right? It's in a very indecision doji candle. It is just crossing the dotted line. I have seen big moves come from that. So you know what I mean? Right here, we just crossed the dotted line. Big move came. We just crossed the dotted line there. Huge move. So crossing the dotted line many times for the Stokes right here too is a big move here on the 1 hour time frame. So it tells me that 1 hour and the 4 hour both have momentum. So we're waiting on to see what the 15-minute can do. So what do we do here? Well, we kind of do this. And, you look for some type of consolidation here. And if this can bounce back to the upside, you can pull a fib as well. And just candle body on the fib. The candle body comes to the 618. I usually use wicks, but, you can see that wick. So here's the deal. Can the 7-minute start to recover back to the upside here? People started. You have to remember, there's these millions of people on the sidelines that want spot Bitcoin. You can't forget about those every time you're trading futures, and you just think you're trading futures. You're trading the world's economic system failing, and everyone worried about what's going to happen to their lives, and a lot of fear. And they're gonna, once they figure out, oh, my buddy's up huge. Look, I bought Bitcoin at 19,000. I'm up 50K. On that buy, right? You guys saw me. I made $50,000 off of $19,000, and it happened in 14 months. You know what I mean? Imagine if you had put most of your savings in there. Imagine where you'd be. It'd be pretty insane, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a V-shaped recovery back up. Watch the 7-minute time frame, the 1 minute. Okay, the 1 minute also is giving us some signs here. Look at the inverted head and shoulder for the 1 minute. If you cut off the wicks, shoulder, head. Right shoulder. That is a 68% chance of a break back to the upside here. All right. Bang. That could take us all the way up to 69,298 for Bitcoin. All right. So look, I'm looking for this back move. And then look, we got a cup with a handle here on the 30-second chart. Been having latency. There we go. See the cup with the handle. It did break out, but look, resistance at the 200 SMA. If you can't break back above the 200 SMA, expect more downside. We got to flip that and get back up to the upside. All-time highs are great, right? We celebrated. It was amazing. But it's back to business. You know what I mean? It's right back to business. It's right back to what's happening. What levels are we watching? You can't get caught up in the day-to-day. We could get caught up in the all-time highs and just think, and that's what people happen. They get something in their mind and they forget about the technical analysis. Once you let go of the TA, it's like letting go, and I'm not trying to be blasphemous here, but to me, I want to make a comparison. Like when you live life, believing in God is important. Everything comes from believing in God. So when I believe in God, it helps. Like same in trading, once I stick to the TA, everything helps. If I leave the TA, everything crumbles. All the success, all the love, all you know what I mean? All the Lambos, all the driving, all the Escalades, all the fun stuff. It all comes from sticking and staying disciplined. You don't get to have fun. You don't get to get rich. You don't get the mansions, in my humble opinion, if you're playing games. You got to stay disciplined, right? Or to give, forget the mansions. What if you want to give? Shout out to the real G's who bought the bottom. Shout out to Master Friend, man. We did it, baby. They saw us do it, man. That bullish divergence on the weekly. We nailed it. Bang, bang, bang. And yes, now this is what's called, a symmetrical triangle. These break to the downside 68% of the time. I did see the inverted head and shoulder, but you can see the right shoulder got mangled by the rejection of the 200 SMA. I'm not saying we're definitely going down there. We could be still holding trend line here. But it's more of a bear flag than a bull flag to me at the present moment. Can we get the move back to the upside? I'm the guy that's going to take you to the 30-second chart and show you how we reverse. Everyone else is watching a red candle bugging out. I'm calmly watching price action. I'm finding the time frame that matters so we can get busy and get the information that gives us what we need. This is why my stream's blowing up. This is why people like it, because they actually learn how to trade every single day. They see live trades on a daily basis. It's a beautiful thing. All right. What do you think about generation nowadays? I don't think much, man. Charlotte to Boston, amen. Straight up 10x. I bought near the absolute bottom, was watching the charts every day. Amen. I mean, all-time high day is always going to be a funky day for multiple coins because you have people that freak out and take a lot of pay. You have people that want to jump on in. There's just a lot of volatility on those days. All right. God bless Sean. God bless everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So this is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. It looks like we're in a symmetrical triangle. These mainly break to the downside, specifically if you're below the 200. When you lose the 200 support, like we did here, and we used it as resistance, bing, 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 you're likely to fall down to the downside here. Nice short if you picked up on the nasty short there to the downside. Rising wedge broke out. Bang. Right? A likely move. Okay, 67,700 for Bitcoin. So that's just, you can kind of see what I see happening for BTC. Right? Let's get rid of my drawings here as we zoom out. So we're watching the smaller time frame. We see rejection. Had the 30-second was able to get back above it, then but you could tell. So once you lose 200 SMAs, it's a telltale sign. All right. There's your low. And again, today is heavy volatility. On a day where you hit an all-time high and there's a lot of craziness, you lose a bit of your TA edge. I'm being honest. You kind of want to wait for the dust to settle, kind of see what happens, and just kind of, for me personally, because there's a lot of emotions running high now. So people are just and that creates just a bit of an insane movement in the price action. And so you got to understand, okay, right? We're gonna get like a head and shoulder, then we're gonna get this, and you're gonna get back and forth price action, a lot of chop. People sold Bitcoin. Where did the money go? It went into altcoins, period. So what do? You go to BTC pairs right now. And so I'm going to show you something that's interesting, right? We're going to show you how to find the opportunity in the market no matter where it is. Because there's always opportunity in the market. Remember that. Every single time. You just have to find it. So that's why you have to believe that you are the opportunity. If you believe the opportunity, you'll be able to find the opportunity. But you have to believe it's you. And it's you every single time. Not somewhere else, not somebody else, not doing something else. It's you. The opportunity is you. Okay? So after all-time highs, we peaked. Nasty wick right back down, but a nasty wick right back up. We're kind of in this indecision moment for BTC. And we're going to take a look at a bigger time frame too, but you can see I'm stuck in there on that 30-second, just watching what's happening for Bitcoin. All right? Still in a flag, still technically a higher low here. We could get saved by some type of a weird Adam and Eve here. And bounce back up. You have to remember, I wouldn't be surprised if we break out, if we're somewhere up in here in the next 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Remember, Bitcoin just hit an all-time high. Anything could happen. This guy said 80K this weekend. See, he's got that open mind. Anything could happen. Money went to Pepe. I'm going to tell you, we're going to find out where the money went, and I'm going to show you how we do that. It's a pretty fun and interesting way to do it. All right. So look, we're going to go over here to my BTC pairs, and we're going to look at what BTC pair is up the most. Simple. This is a very simple strategy to figure out what coins are hot against Bitcoin. Okay. So I got a whole thing of BTC markets, and now we're going to take a look. I think I see my baby Crest, or no, Krill, anyway. So was that Prometheus, that weird shady project? Prom. 8%, 6%. Not a lot of big pushes up against Bitcoin. So it looks like Bitcoin took the cake, and then when so people sold off coins for Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin dipped down. So it looks like it hit off some coins. Let's look at Sol BTC and see how Sol BTC fared. So Sol was beating up on Bitcoin nicely, and then people sold off their, you know what I mean? Isn't that, it's funny, the flag started to the upside. How did Sol do, though? Did Sol go to 150? It did. It went to 152 out the flag, right? My target was sitting up here at 158. Bitcoin, all these dips have been bought up. That dip got bought up. It makes me think this dip will get bought up. So it's very likely we're going to see something like this for Solana. That you can say, okay, we broke out of an ascending triangle. This is my key too. My strategy is being able to find a pattern even after they break a pattern. So they broke us out of an ascending triangle. As long as this bounces, this is still in play. And I would not be surprised if it's business as usual throughout the weekend. You see Sol completely soaring to 170. A lot of money was just made in Bitcoin. That money's not going to flow, in my humble opinion, back into some ish coin called the DXY, right? I love my country. I love I would love the dollar to be strong. I'm not trying to be, a rude person here. I was born in America, in Boston, one if by land, two if by sea. We have the Freedom Trail. This is where we had the Revolutionary War. Like we're taught every day about our independence, about, freedom. And, but I can see when the writing's on the wall. And they printed the money to zero when they got us off the continental dollar, and it looks like they may do the same thing. So you want to see this bounce here. Really good we get the bounce. If we get a bounce out of here, forget this red candle ever happened. Just act like you're regularly inside the channel, and Solana's going to continue to the upside. You could easily lose this, and then we'll start to fumble around. Maybe this is a shoulder ahead and some right shoulder, and I'm open-minded, and then you Bart Simpson your way back down, and we retest 131. But I'll tell you what right now, if this trend line holds and you see a bounce, all that, what I just said, is unlikely. So in the next 3 to 4 hours, if we get a bounce here, and this is why TA is great, because you can lock in a parameter, an idea, and see, hey, is this going to happen? If it happens, you're locked in, all right? And then you can get a move to the upside. Target is 172, all right? How do you find altcoins to take a look at and possibly make a trade? Join my trading group to find that out and come into my weekly screen share, all right? And you'll get the sauce, because I can't explain it in 1 second. There's a whole deep dive, and, there's a lot to it, and it's my special sauce. And I feel like you got to kind of come into the fold if you want my special sauce. All right. There's a way to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. All right. Okay, moving forward. Let's take a look at MEXC. Magic Shoes, funny. And let's just take a look at some of the altcoins and how they fared. I'll take a look at WIF. What happened to WIF in this melee? WIF holding 207 nicely, but it was beautifully up at 239, right? So it came back down. But look, what it did is it gave everyone a chance to buy the dip, right? Again, same thing with Solana. As long as WIF holds this line, it's business as usual. I see WIF headed up to 230 to 333. People aren't giving up their WIF, man. You see what I'm saying? So. Okay, if you have sold, the bull forgives you with a head bash, so don't mess up. You're funny. I want your sauce, but I'll take the wisdom. Amen. The wisdom makes the sauce, man. It's not the other way around. That blue suit is fire. Sammy, CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Jimmy is proud. God bless you, Crypto Billy, man. We love you, man. Thank you very much, man. It's crazy, right? And we got multi-million dollars in asset. Man, we got it. We got it made, man. Anyway, God blessings. Blessings on blessings, man. What a beautiful life it is to live. Blessings on blessings. So, super excited. 2K on the live. Let's go, baby. Right? What's your Litecoin prediction? It's funny. I found $7,000 of Litecoin sitting inside my treasure. Didn't find it. I kind of half knew about it, but, you know. Let's get back to that 30-second chat for Bitcoin, shall we? And there you have it. Look, hitting the target exactly. Bang, right? That's the length of this pole. That's how you know where this is going to go. Boom. Crazy. Hit all-time highs, and then just, you know, you got to maintain. It was a moment in time, and then just boom, right? That's how crypto is. Like, they don't give you much time, right? They don't give you much time. So look, we can erase this idea for now, right? We didn't get that bounce. Had we gotten a bounce there, you know, and we had an inverted head and shoulder that got completely negated. We'll tell you there is some sell pressure here. It's almost like Grayscale waited for these highs. They're waiting for the highs to sell as much as they can because they know the price is going to get bought back up so fast, right? 66,590 though. And now look, those $70,000 bulls that we had, there's one guy there, but you know, now we got some red coming back down to 62K. So they're trying to drain the price all the way back down to 62,000. Kind of crazy, right? So now we look back at what happened here, and we just have to kind of, I feel like, assess. I feel like this was it. So here's the deal. Like, the 5 minute, the 7 minute, they need a hold right now. This trend line must hold, right? This trend line's got to hold. Bulls must hold this trend line. You break this trend line, you're going down the base of the ascending triangle at least. And then you got a gap here. So it tells us you are coming back down to 62,000. Because that's just kind of, you don't really have a lot of support. A little bit here on the local areas, right? So once this breaks, you're falling right back down to 65. Let's see if there's a 200 SMA holding us on the 30. We're getting held by the 30 200 SMA. If that can hold, that could hold us down right now. How did I know that? Because I studied the 200 SMA and I use it on multiple time frames. I actually know how to switch between multiple time frames and watch it in succession. Bang, bang, bang. Coinbase has been broken, right? It was broken yesterday. I never even seen it fixed. You know, anyway, it's funny. Back above $67,000 for Bitcoin. I'd be buying Bitcoin right now, personally. You know, a little bit of spot Bitcoin is always good. Like these prices, anything below 70K now at this point is a pretty good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the right thing to do. A lot of people may or may not do that. So look, I made $2,800 trading Levy, right? I'm going to buy $2,000 of an altcoin, you know? So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to MEXC spot, okay? And I'm going to buy $800 worth of Bitcoin. All right? Because that's a dip right now, and I buy the dip. All right? I buy the dip during this time. And we may go lower. We may go to 62,000, right? I'll buy more, you know? And it's not a lot of Bitcoin, right? I'm not saying it's like, but I'm buying Bitcoin whenever I see red candles, especially when I just took profits out of a green zone up. So like it went up, I took profits, it dumped, boom. And that's the kind of the switch move, right? Caspa is also at a good move right now. Man, I got such a big bag of Caspa though, and there's other coins that I want to put this $2,000 to work. And look, so I get to put this $2,000 to work now, especially after a dip buy now, right? So we're going to look at some different coins. I like AI Tech right now. I may add to my AI Tech bag. We're going to talk about it. So like right now there's opportunity in the market. You need to, you know, there's opportunity. I might even just add to my WIF bag. I just feel like buying into WIF is a smart move. I'm bullish on the whole Solana ecosystem. All these little Bitcoin dips or whatever. If Bitcoin can go sideways for the rest of the day, we're good to go. Like it's also a Friday. That was all the volatility they had. Remember that. Like it's not like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Okay. You know what's funny? Big Time is in a really good place to buy. You know what I'm buying? I know what I'm buying right now. I'm buying Orange Coin, and I'm going to show you why. I like to buy things on the low. Look, is this a really nice bullish div here on the 30-second? I bet it is. I almost guarantee that it's a bullish divergence. Let's take a look. And not as strong as we'd like it to be. But it is, you know what? I call these bullish divs because the angle is so much sharper than this angle. They're Class C bullish divergences. And honestly, I know people don't believe me, but we could be making a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and we could be back in business later on today, sitting at 69,000, approaching the high again. There's so many people that want to get into Bitcoin. I think it's absurd to think that we're going to like dump all the way to 58,000, but you never know. When crypto was down last week, I went and bought Trezor in a safe, and not having crypto on Coinbase felt liberating, although I was sweating making the transfer. Don't sweat making the transfer. It's fine. But it's fun. You did it. I transfer money on the blockchain all the time. I still make a small transfer first. One day last week, I didn't, and I ended up moving $3,000 of Bitcoin when I was doing the Rune NFT, and I may get back on that horse today. We're going to talk about it, but man, crazy. He said it's not going below 63,000. Anything can happen. We don't know. Well, look, there's a possible inverted head and shoulder here that could be taking place. Again, I also see, the 1 minute breaking down. So let's look at that. How you figure out where price action is going now? Well, you can watch the smaller time frames. Also, what I'm teaching you is if you're in a trade, how to figure out whether you want to stay in the trade. Is it likely going to continue or not? Find the probability of that. Should you stay in the trade? Well, this bear flag has a 68% chance of a break to the downside, and then it has a 90% chance if the Stoke come up and start to curve, I feel. You don't want to, if you take out this low, then you're looking for some other divergence. If you don't take out this low, then the divergence has occurred, right? But to me, this flag says it is going lower. Target takes you right there to 65,005, and 65.5 is our main area that I keep talking about too. We lose 65.5, and it's a little bearish, I'll be honest, because that's a key support zone that you don't want to lose. There's a chance we don't hold this low, even though they're playing with it, but the likelihood, look, is the Stokes are high, that you're going to make a move to the downside now. It's bear flagging, everybody. It is what it is. If we were bull flagging, you'd trade it the same way to the upside. Okay? And the Stokes are in your favor for the move down. And there she blows, right? And when she goes down fast. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. We are on that 30-minute, but we may break this 30-minute 200 SMA. This is it here. Can the 30-minute 200 SMA hold us down? Looks like we're going to close below it. Once we close below it, you're going to that 45 200 SMA. You see? Once you hit the 45, you're going to the 1 hour 200 SMA. This is how it works, everybody. I figured this out. And once you lose the 200, the 100, you're likely going to the 4 hour 200 SMA. And again, then you got support and resistance to play with, and you got other things. And again, when you zoom out, it's not as bad as it looks right now on the smaller time frames, but the 1 hour does want to dump us pretty hard. So we go back, and there's a chance we wick back above it. Many times we'll wick back above it. So you want to sit here on this 30-minute. You want to have the 30-minute chart open. All right. And again, this all starts when you lose the 200 SMA on the 7-minute time frame. Let me show you. Once it comes back on in a second, for some reason they're lagging. Once you lost that was it. In the 1 minute even. Once you lost the 200 on the 1 minute, that's also the beginning of the downtrend. Bang. Open up the short, right? The second you lose the 200, you open up the short. Again, I'm live streaming. I didn't have the time to do it. I was up pretty, I'm still kind of like, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, right? And then we get back to where we are, right? And look, you can see my flag playing out. I hate to show you a flag and hit the target. I'm not trying to be bearish to Bitcoin. I'm just telling you exactly what I see happening for BTC so you can figure it out yourself, all right? We will get to the super chats. We just want to make sure that we're kind of handling the market right now. All these will affect every one of your super chats, this movement right now. So no matter what your super chat is, you definitely want to pay attention to Bitcoin, all right? Bitcoin makes a move back above a support. Your altcoin may hang out. Bitcoin loses, your altcoin may continue to dump. So you got to pay attention to Bitcoin every single step of the way. Super, super important. All right.
Don't just trade crypto. Experience it. I am here.
Watching Ben earlier, funny, last night in the jacuzzi. Funny. Will Bitcoin go to 100K? Shiba, someone wrote. We rich, we broke. We rich broke. Funny. It feels pretty weird, right? How fast things can change in cryptocurrency. It's like what happened, right? It's pretty nuts. Pretty insane. $66,650 for Bitcoin. So I mean, you go all the way up. But altcoins are holding off pretty nicely. When I look at my account, it's staying very, very stable. So altcoins aren't like running for the hills. You know what I mean? All the gains from last night are holding. Everything's actually pretty nice. So far, so good for the altcoins, right? So far, so good for the altcoins. But only time could tell. You know what I mean? But wow. Okay, super chat, Spell, Jesus, GFL, GROK, Adam, GTA, and Solama, and Marvin/Soul. Marvin is the new thing that people are talking about. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. So many things. Go to Dex Screener. This you can find the new coins, new pairs, gainers, and losers. Find out what's happening in Solana. You know, new coin right there. Look, GROK. It's so silly, right? Up 1,500% though in 5 minutes. Jesus. Can you take a look at Jasmine? They're going to keep swinging these leverage traders out and build up liquidity. That's probably likely what's going to happen. I humbly agree. All right. I see a nice bullish div now here on the 1 minute time frame. This could be the inverted head and shoulder that gets us back in action here. Price action doesn't do whatever it wants. Remember, it makes the ascending triangle and then it gets back up. Then this still could be a giant inverted head and shoulder, everybody. And that still has a move back to the upside. Do not be fooled. This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. It does have a measured move, right? Do not be fooled. Like, Bitcoin is hot right now. BlackRock is going to buy up this price. They're going to love this price right now. So they got a gift. This is going to be good for them. They're going to buy it up, in my humble opinion. And again, anything is possible. We could go all the way to 50K. I'm not, you know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy like blowing, you know. But look, there's a bullish div here on the 1 minute time frame. We hit this beautiful support at 66,140. Could we get the bounce here? Right now, Bitcoin desperately has to break this local resistance at 66,640 to remain bullish. If you can't break above that, probably a good time. I would take some profit on the short if I had made it. 70K down to 60. That's a beautiful short to the downside. Congratulations if you had the guts to take it that fast. I'm not more short biased, so it would, you know, but if you were waiting on the short, beautiful move. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations. You got to love crypto. Exactly. Good time to buy an altcoin if it took a dip, in my humble opinion. Yeah, that's how I look at it. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. I see a bounce here for Bitcoin off the bullish divergence marked by my indicator and myself. The indicator got it too. I like it. And I just use that. I don't go by it 100%. But it just backs me up when I see divergence and it finds divergence. And you're super low on the MACD there. And that would be a shoulder, head, and right shoulder back to the upside. We must break back above this resistance right now. We're doing it. Let's see. That's the first beginning. When you break above this resistance, that's the first step. Right? Then you get back. And look, 67,000 is a pretty high number. You know, the fact that we're not that far. Remember, people get pretty bearish pretty fast. I don't know why. I just bought more Bitcoin. You saw me. I know exactly what to do in the red. I am trained to buy in the red. Trained to buy in the red. I have flipped my brain, right? Alt's running down when they haven't even caught up yet. You're funny. Solana is freezing, 142, stop drop. 50K is still too expensive. I'll wait for 28. Wow. Yikes. A lot of people waited for Bitcoin. You know what they did? They kept waiting. Yeah. You know the people that wait for the price to buy Bitcoin do? They keep waiting, right? You got to make a move. And look, this is money printer status. You got the bullish divergence. You got pulled away from the 21. Look for that handle. Look for the handle. Draw your Fibonacci. Look for the move back to the 786. Bang. Right? We don't know where it's going to go. Watch price action. I have seen it rip, but that also will be the right shoulder. So you can either play the cup and handle or play the right shoulder. Same thing. You're playing, you know, that's the area. You even not even know the money printer and just play a right shoulder of an inverted, and you'll probably end up doing the same thing as buying a 786. You see this? It's all intertwined. Because if you're there, you're there. Whether you did it with the 786 or right shoulder, you're at that same place in the chart. Whether you however you mathematically, graphically arrived at that area, you're there. That's the physical place in the chart, right? Pretty amazing idea if you think about it. Bitcoin is gold. Gold looks for a new all-time high, right? People that wanted to buy Bitcoin just broke even and didn't sell. Oh yeah, I learned the hard way about waiting. You know, there's a lot of people that sold Bitcoin right now that bought it at 69 and couldn't wait to get out. There's probably someone there that I can't wait to get out of this asset. This 5-year ride or 4-year ride destroyed me, you know. I'm looking for the inverted head and shoulder here for Bitcoin. And again, maybe not. Maybe we make a bearish flag and we dump, you know. Anything is possible here for BTC. It's nice that we held this level, and it would be nice if Bitcoin did not go back below 66,670 and holds this level. Once it breaks back below that, I turn bearish again because you lost key support, right? Right now, previous resistance became support. You have SR flip. So we can go from there. About to say that's like a circle I drew. So this is what we're watching for Bitcoin to see where price action is going to go on this crazy all-time high party. Shout out to the 2,279 beautiful people here on the live, 701 likes. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's jump on into the super chats and see what's happening. And let's take a look at all the fan funding. You people are amazing. We love you. Shout out to Maniac CZ. How do you find your altcoins to take a look and possibly make a trade? And shout out to the Real G's Master Friend. We love you. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to JSoul84 for their third super chat on a live. Sam, could you please take a look at GTA? Thank you, and God bless. That will be the first coin. Let's jump on in right away to GTA. All right? Look at getting the beautiful bounce for whiff. And I'm telling you right now, I got 10K in whiff. I'm already up pretty big on it. And I see whiff going to 333. You do you. I'll do me. Tight moving averages in the 1 hour time frame, holding support. I like what I'm seeing here for whiff. People do not care about Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. It's alt season. People have so much money in alts. People are on the sidelines for these altcoins. And 67,000 is also psychological. Once we break back above 67K, people won't bat an eyelash again, you know? And again, this could all be bearish. I'll show you right now. All projections right now, right? At the end of the day, 1, 2, bear flag, measured move, and this will take us even further down. Bitcoin to further to 64.8, you know. Right there, it's a high volume node. You lose that one, I see how you could go lower too. We are at the we are a low part of a range though, where we've been kind of hitting, and we could drop back up again, you know. So just remember that, and I'll show you the bigger range in a second. But so we get back above 67K, pretty bullish for me, and that bullish divergence kicked in there on the 1 minute time frame. We could find, that's how you found the bottom, everybody. That's how I found the bottom for Bitcoin on the weekly. I found the bottom, the actual bottom. I was like, that's the bottom. I called the bottom for Bitcoin. No one seems to like. I guess I want more. I want a cookie. I want a trophy. I want the whole world to be like, to take me on interviews and be like, this is the guy. He called the bottom. But I guess it's not going to happen, right? But I mean, I definitely went out of my way and put my reputation on the line and said, this is your bottom. And then I bought a whole Bitcoin, and I was buying even more than a whole Bitcoin. But at one point, bought a whole Bitcoin live, right? Just to show you guys, hey, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I like this. This is kind of shoulder head, right shoulder right there on the smaller time frame. We kind of got an inverted head and shoulder already. It's like TradingView servers can't handle it on the new users. Shoulder head, right shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder right there. So we got a reversal pattern that can reverse us to the upside, which has a measured move back to the upside. That should take us to the yellow line at 68,000, right? And you're back above 67K again. Most people don't realize how fast this can reverse. This was a crazy move. Remember that. And remember, it was probably Grayscale or some fool or the US, someone. Anyone that would sell Bitcoin at the high right there is a complete idiot, right? So whoever just sold this Bitcoin, and we don't know why or how, but whoever did it, they're going to be missing out on some of the biggest gains of their lives coming forward, right? Look at this. This thing's already breaking the neckline. Now we got to come against our next resistance locally. It's going to be these wicks right here. It's going to be 67,500. 500 is psychological, right? So look, inverted head and shoulder to the upside on the 30-second chart. Buying into divergence with low stochastic. Even the indicator called the divergence was stochastic on the entry. Before the indicator, I knew how to do this. It's just the indicator is beautiful. It just, backs you up. Look at 22222. Shout out to the... Kind of funny. Look, we have 222 people and we have 22 chat revenue. In current viewers, 22220. It's just funny. I love the numbers. All about the numbers. So this is what I see happening for Bitcoin. And again, a lot of people won't be able to give you this reversal. They'll be watching in 1 hour. They will know I know exactly what time frame to do, exactly what to see, exactly what to look for. I am programmed for this. This is a model we have given in the trading group that people play over and over again. This thing repeats this exact little model here. The bullish divergence, inverted head and shoulder. And usually you pump up to the 200 SMA. We like to take profits there. If you get above it, you'll get a runner. You can get a big move to continue, right? This doesn't mean we're all the way to the upside. This could turn back down, turn into a flag. We could start dumping in 2 seconds. Don't get too euphoric here. It's one step at a time. One level at a time, one moment at a time. We really need to desperately now get back above 67,600 to remain bullish. Look, red candle right there. One step at a time for Bitcoin here. But, better than nothing. We could have been in a bear flag continuing down right now. We have attempted a reversal. Let's see how strong the reversal can go. Look, we went right to these wicks, and you can see these wicks, even on the 30-second, act as resistance. I'm not going to sit on the 30-second the whole chart. We're going to jump into altcoins and stuff, but wow, 219, strong. And I got a nice penny in this thing. I'm liking to see this bounce for whiff here. It's so bouncing too. I mean, that money came out of Bitcoin, and now people are picking which altcoin they want to buy. They're like, all right, what should I buy? I'm going to buy some of this. I'm going to buy some of that. So you would think the altcoins would start to pump now because people are going to, but they wait a second, right? They sell and then they wait. I sold. I had a chart, a lot of people did what I just did. They made a good amount of money trading futures, and a lot of people probably made way more, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now they're going to start allocating possibly into the altcoin that matters, right? Could we be dipping even further? We could. Could this create lower prices? We may. Anything is possible. We're going to watch it one step at a time and go one moment at a time, day by day. I did put 100 grand into Solana at 109. I'm up $36,000 in how long? I got in, not on that wick, back here. On February 26th. Wow, I feel like I just did it. And it feels like yesterday. Time is flying by so fast. So it's already been about 11 days. But in 11 days, made 35 grand off of the Solana buy. All right. I want to take a look at what Adam's doing right now and see how Adam forged the move. Wow, Adam took a bigger dump than the rest of them. Are just right out the flag. So crazy. Adam was sitting pretty, about to break out the flag to 16. Had Bitcoin just went sideways. And again, this is how Bitcoin affects the whole market, right? And then, and it makes irregular patterns too. This will have to V-shape recovery. Maybe we end up making something like this. You see? We come back up, we go sideways. You never know. Maybe we go further down. I know I'm more bullish than bearish. I did get into Adam at like 12. When this went up to 14, I had made 20 grand in literally a day, 2 days, $20,000, right? But we'll see. These are long-term holds. I don't really stress those gains, even though they're fun to think about at the moment. To make big money, you can't think about that stuff, right? And that's the difference between someone who puts a big deal, 5 grand win. And again, 5 grand's a lot of money. Like, I'll pick up a penny on the street. I'm not saying you don't respect every dollar around you. What I am saying though is, to make $100, $300, $400, $5,000, we can't get excited over 10 grand wins. We got to have our eye on the bigger prize. All right. That's not easy. A lot of people get shook out of bull markets with these pullbacks for Bitcoin. Oh, we're not going to hit it. Oh, we're going to, black swan event, and eventually things just go haywire. Right. Let's take a look at the traditional markets in the DXY. I just want to see if there's any correlation. Like, did the DXY pump right now out of nowhere? No, it did not. It's actually been continuing to dump. Look at the bear flag that we drew for the DXY. Nailed it. It went exactly to the target. I'll be doing my weekly macro analysis today, so stay tuned for that. So I'll stay a little bit off of the macro stuff that I do, because you're going to get that at like 4 or 5 o'clock today, and I'm going to go over everything. But one thing I will touch on is the fact that we had this right shoulder called out way before it ever happened, and we've been waiting for this shoulder. And when this dumps, when this head and shoulder pattern dumps, which has a 70% chance, that is going to be a massive pump for the altcoins, Bitcoin. And so that is something that I am like just wouldn't want to get shooken out of. You know, and again, I love my my cup and handles. Remember, the charts can be played either way. It doesn't matter. That's a Sammy cup and handy right there that wants to blast to the upside, right? That's an inverted cup and handle. That's going to dump. Head and shoulder pattern, dump city, all right? It doesn't look amazing for the dollar index at the present moment in time, but anything could change. You know, it is oversold in the daily. What if it gets a bounce? And I'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. All right. So I just wanted to look at the DXY. It is still in the red. Let's take a look at the ES1. So this is a completely, Bitcoin dump. I see bullishness for S&P futures. It opened bullishly. I called this out. Look, I don't understand how you guys trade with these gaps in traditional markets. But I called this pump out of the flag to the upside. I suggested that you will see the S&P somewhere up at 50 to 38. That was my weekly analysis last week. I'm going to come out and say, hey, guys, if you watch my weekly analysis, we did exactly like I talked about. I said they're going to continue to print money. This is an election season. They don't know what's going on. They got all this stuff they said they're going to do. They got all these bills they're going to pass. They have no clue what's going on. They're trying to slide all this stuff at the last minute to say, hey, look what we did. And they're going to print as much money as they can to band-aid up as all the ridiculousness. And that's what they do on both sides. I'm not even pointing fingers politically. Both sides do it. It doesn't matter. This is the way. We really need to gut the entire political system. Blockchain party. I'm going to run the new blockchain party. President of the new blockchain party. We're going to run this country in such a better manner. We want everything on the blockchain. We want to see where our money's going. We want to be able to go to a website every day and see where your tax dollars are going, what they got put to use for, how it's happening. God bless, Sam. Can you go over the 1 hour and the 4 hour on Adam, please? Thank you, sir. Can you please take a look at GTAI? God bless. Yeah. So intensity in the markets. Can you take a look at GROK? You guys call it GROK, right? I haven't looked at this coin in a long time. So it did pump with the AI frenzy. I remember I got in here on the live, and I didn't know what was going on. I made like 250, and I was like, everyone was like, it's not the real GROK, Sam, and then it was gone, right? It had a beautiful pump, came back up, pumped again. It's interesting. It's making the bigger cup and handle that usually expresses a bigger move. So as crazy as it is, like, I don't, I never really traded this coin, but I'm a TA guy. I'll trade anything if the TA looks good. I really will. Most of the time. Maybe there's a few exceptions, but if the TA says yes, because I'm all about the technical analysis, that's why I get in. I don't get in for any other reason. I mean, that's actually not true. I research fundamentals, but once I've researched the fundamentals, I don't buy, oh yeah, I like this coin, I'm going to buy it now. I have to look at the technical analysis. TA is so good that if you don't look at it, you're doing yourself a disadvantage. So like, say you guys someone tells me about a new project, and I research it, I love it, I'm all about it. I go, all right, I want to buy it today. I go, let me look at the technicals. There was a time in my life where I didn't have the access to the technicals in my brain. I didn't know the probabilities, so I just bought. And yeah, I had a disadvantage at that point because I didn't know as much data. Now I got more data to back up my decisions, more math stating the facts of what I'm doing, right? So previous resistance became support right there. Oversold. You want to see if the 1 hour is oversold too as well. If it holds that support zone, which is nice, I do see this making a move. Can't believe I'm saying this because this coin, the last coin I thought I was going to talk about today. But dude, if it's hot, it's hot. If it's in a cup and handle, it's in a cup and handle. It loses this level, fine. It's going to test 7806 and possibly this level here at 6. Once it breaks 13, I don't see how it doesn't just shoot up to 23. So big moves for GROK, in my humble opinion. I think I'm saying it right now. That's a Sammy cup and handy if I've ever seen one. Little too overbought on the daily. Take a look. My 22 is kind of my go-to time frame. And the 22 looks really nice. You get a golden cross happening right there on the 22-hour time frame. Previous resistance is holding as support. I like what I'm seeing for this coin right now. I can't, I'm just being honest. Looks like 9 could go to 23 for 140% gains. Stop loss could be really low, like right there. Oop, I didn't need that. So stop below 0.6, in right there, going to 23. That's a beautiful trade. It's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Okay? So you risk 100 for 400 bucks. That's the risk that I take on a trade like that. That looks highly likely to play out. Anyway, you never know, though. Who am I, right? I'm just a guy over here. I'm just a guy that trades the Bitcoins over here on a daily basis. But that's cup and handle status. And then, on previous support. So I like that. And it's oversold on the 22-hour, which is another, I like that. Looks pretty good to me. I appreciate the super chat. You just hooked us up with a beautiful setup. I had to fine-tune it maybe, but it looked great. Let's take a look at GTAI. It was in a flag. Did it break the flag? Did it hold the flag? Let's see what happened, my baby. GTAI. So it boomed out the flag, got the sell-off for Bitcoin like Bitcoin did. And where's Bitcoin right now? 66,607. So look, it played games. Came up, came down again. It's making the cup and handle, though. You want to see the handle. You draw the 618. You draw your fib. It's coming to the 618. It may not go as low. Just want to see what lines I got. Why do I have two lines there? Let's get rid of this for now. So look, that looks like it's about to blast. Bang, right? It's a falling wedge to the upside. What are these two lines? Oh, that's the actual bigger pattern. It's just where the pattern eventually. So look, we're attempting to almost get back inside the pattern too. The original pattern. Look, it's an inverted head and shoulder now. A big one. Boom. That's likely to break to the upside for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. That gets me going, honestly. Let's take a look here. Spot account is doing well. It's higher than it was last night, when I went to bed. So that altcoins are just ripping. My account's all alt, so that whole account ripping, doing damage. So back above 67,000. Bit of a little flag brewing here for Bitcoin. Once it got above the 200 SMA on the 1 second chart, look, it's gone. It's a beautiful trade right there. I actually wish I had traded it. The 1 second and the 200 are a deadly accurate way to trade. Again, I'm giving you guys sauce that no one will tell you, and they don't want you to know this. And again, they got everyone shorting right now, which is what they need. They need to create shorts. So when they induce that dippage, they got fear. When they get fear, they get people to short the market. It's hard to get a lot of people to short now. They got to do some really drastic things to get people to short the market. It's not that, you know what I mean? Think about it. You got the whole world dipping out of Bitcoin. So they got to make it really crazy to get what they want. That's how it is. All right. 67041. About to say, I was like, there we go. I'm going to lay low. I had a really good, I had a really good 3 days of trading. I made a boatload of money on futures. Aside that little mishap this morning, everything's fine. So, but dude, that's an inverted head and shoulder though. So technically, I should be able to buy this right shoulder. I should be able to get at least that move up and then put a stop right here on the right shoulder. 70%, 68% chance says I make that trade. You know what I mean? Based, no emotion needed. I'd like to just I want to like kind of break the water and get a new trade going. Like I'm just going to trade 100 for 140. 140, It should be a 3-2. Why isn't it? Now, hold on. 66, 66, 616. All right. And look, I'll risk 60 for 140 just to kind of break the water here. All right. It was a massively fast candle. You have to say, you know what I mean? So I'll give it, but we'll see. We'll still put in. I've seen them say, hey, I've seen the glitch and boom, boom, boom. They're awesome. That's an inverted head and shoulder. We should get a 68% chance of a break to the upside. We should, but you never know. If we get tighter inside the angle, then we got to go on the odds of the ascending triangle. Okay. That right shoulder is mangled, but it's a right shoulder nonetheless. Okay. Let's get back into the super chats and see what's happening. Let's get back into the chat and find out where we're at. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We got Solana and Marvin on Sol Ecosystem. Take a peek. Let's take a look. All right. SOLAMA. You guys were telling me about it yesterday. They said, get in, screaming at me, yelling at me, saying it's hot. And boy, oh boy, you guys weren't lying. You were screaming for me to get in just yesterday on the live stream on the 7th right here. And we would have been up big had I got into SOLAMA. Had I just threw in a couple SOL in there, I would have doubled up. Beautiful move for SOLAMA. Indicators that I use. I put an MA. I put another MA. I slap it on. And right now I'm on deck screener, right? I'm going to make one the 21. I make it like a beautiful white. Sorry. I make it a beautiful white. And I actually like to make it a little thicker. And then I make this one the 200. That's all I need to trade. Really, basically. Once you get your system going, you get locked in. It's pretty awesome. Once you go away for the 21, this is likely to pump back down now. Oh, the only thing about it is I make this yellow, not white. Bang. So here, you're going to likely come back down to the 21-day moving average now. Beautiful pump, though, to the upside, right? Beautiful pump to the upside. We left that perpetual. See, it's still sitting, right? And this should pump up to that yellow line, to the 200 SMA. We should get that move now that we've got the divergence. This should be our daily bottom. Like, we shouldn't go lower than this for the rest of the day. Because this is like a signature divergence that we know. Again, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but the odds are in our favor now that we've caught the daily bottom. We could probably trade altcoins all weekend long, and everything, it's going to be all hunky-dory. As long as Bitcoin kind of just starts to go comes back up and then starts to range again, nobody's going to care. It's going to get right back to business. So focus on what needs to matter. Get the fear out of your mind. Get back into, what's happening, and just, keep yourself. I get back to my dollar cost averages, into what I'm looking at, into my research. As a rookie, I used to let these days throw me off from my focus on my altcoins, and then I wouldn't allocate like I should have because I get so scared. I get all emotional, and I couldn't make the moves that I needed to make to help my portfolio in the long run. So, always have your eye on the zoomed out prize. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but have your eye on the zoomed out prize. Pay attention. You see what I mean? And everything will work out in the long run. I'm telling you. But don't let that fear lock you up and not let you make a move. All right. So I like GTA. It's still in the flag. Honestly, with everything that happened, it stayed in the flag. This thing is so bullish, it's ridiculous. Nothing has changed with my GTA outlook. It looks absolutely amazing. This is the trade of the weekend. I don't see how you don't make, again, who knows? Anything could happen. It could go to zero. But the technical analysis to me, the oversold, hidden bullish divergence in a way, a flag with the 21, previous resistance becoming support after a long consolidated move there, above the 200 SMA, everything looking good. I see GTA going to 685. It's also trending on token metrics right now, and we didn't get it would have pumped right now had Bitcoin been regular, because you usually don't, once it trends, it's done. But we got a gift because of the Bitcoin slip up, which gave us just a little bit of time to get into GTAI. You see what I mean? So that's exciting, all right? And look, there we get the pump to the upside here as we supposed to for Bitcoin. If you took the trade, you were up in the trade. You may have taken a bigger trade than I did. Shoulder, head, and right shoulder to the upside, all right? 67,351, already up 2% here on the trade. $15 on the trade. There you go. We should pump up to this yellow line. Okay. I'll get this account to $7,000. You watch me. I do it all the time. I'm going to do it again. Relentless trading. Like, I'm relentless. Like, and this is good. We should see a move out the inverted head and shoulder. And you're like, how does price action do what it's supposed to do? I don't know. It just does. And we should pump up to the yellow line now. The 200 SMA is our next target for Bitcoin. And you can see it's the chop. That's where I'm going to take the profit out the trade and move on and then look for the next trade, right? And this is also a good sign for the overall idea that Bitcoin is kind of coming back up and we found our recovery point. Look, I was able to use the 1 minute, the 30-second chart to figure this out and give you a live trade that you should be in the money on right now. No complaints. If you're in the money right now on the live trade, no complaints. And look, MEXC working absolutely beautifully to the T. We hit that yellow line. I'm out on the trade. Okay. Sometimes I even on the trade right there, I'd take that. I make 10% on $55. I go to the 30-second and look for it. A lot of people buying into Bitcoin now. Okay, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. Buy in now. They're screaming at each other, right? Spot. But you have to remember that all these people on spot on the outside. No, don't buy yet. Oh my God, now it's back up. Their emotions are crazy. And they are so emotional. And look, I'll close that trade quickly and take my bank. So, like, I start my next streak again, and I do that 5-10 times a day. I'll make $480. It didn't take me long. It took me 1, 2, 3. It took me 5 minutes to make $48. Okay? The smaller time frame may get us further to the upside too as well. If we get above this yellow line on the 1 minute, I will long again with a stop loss on the other side. So I'm already waiting for this. So set up the trade before it happens. Because we may continue to all-time highs too. We may break this high and then just rip again. And so I'm already going to set up my trade. I'm going to go back to 70,249. Just picked an area where price action may end up getting to. Nothing like. And once we get above the 200 SMA, my stop is going to be below this support line right there. Why not? I'll even use this area right there, which is going to be 67,647. So now I'm getting ready for my entry right now. This gets above the 200 SMA and closes a 1 minute candle. I'm going to rip this puppy just like it did right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. All 5 of those were beautiful trades. Right there was a little scalp trade. Right there was a boom. Boom, boom. This is a known way to make gains. I do it a lot. I could see it happening in the next 2 seconds. And that trade I had on would be still in the money. If you're still in the trade, you're making gains. I just lock in profits along the way. That way they can't wreck me if they move the price action in 2 seconds. And while the VRVB got all big like that and took over the screen, it was a glitch. I just took it on and off and everything went back. So now look, resistance at the 200. This is what I should see. I want to see us get back above this now. I can already see my entry point. I can already begin to look at the trade. What I like about these trades, they have big risk-reward ratios. You're using $30 to make $250, you see? You don't have to use a lot of money to make a lot of money on these trades because you don't have to risk a lot once you get above the 200 SMA. And the key is 10 of these can lose and 1 of them can win and you'll break even. You know what I mean? Like you can win 1 out of 10 of these. Once you're 9 out of 10, oh my God, think about the money you're making. So you get my win rate with my strategies and it's insane what can happen. And I backtest this for you guys over and over again. I don't know if I'm giving away too much special sauce, but it is what it is. I want to be remembered as the guy that gave so much away for free. And that's what I want to be remembered for, you know. If I make a bunch of money on the way, if my trading group does well, if everything, I believe if I take care of God's people and do the right thing, God will take care of me. My mom taught me that. My mom was a saint. I'm telling you right now, I was raised by such a beautiful woman. She was such a blessing. My dad was a rough and tough guy, but he was also a really good man. He'd give you the shirt off his back. If he saw you on the side of the road, he'd pull over and he'd work. He'd put everything he had to get, to help you. My dad was a great guy. So both my parents, man, amazing people. They both passed away this year. My mother and my father. Blessings on blessings to my parents. This little dove represents my mother and my father. That's their names. I keep it on screen. Took it off to do an I Trust video. I want to put it back on now. So the inverted head and shoulder broke to the upside as exactly like it was supposed to. 68% chance that you were going to make the length of this base, and you basically did it. I traded it in front of you just to prove to you that it worked. Okay. But look, rejection many times at the 200. That's why I took my profit a little early, just in case. I want to see us break back above this now. Now we could even flag out on the 1 minute time frame. A lot of times we don't, though. A lot of times we just get above this and we get a pump. We don't usually, but we may flag out here now to the 21. Get this uptrending cup and handle. I call these ascending cup and handles. The cup itself has a higher right side. It's an ascending cup to the upside. I'm known as Sammy Cup and Handy. I made up the term the ascending cup and handle. Nobody calls an ascending cup, but they have ascending triangles, and this is an ascending cup and handle, right? So I took out the other terms and merged them with mine and made my own terms. They make 100% sense. I think they should be added to the list, and people should be like, yeah, that's an ascending cup and handle. I think there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying, and true pioneers make their entire, make new things inside of the industry they're in, right? So, you don't want to do everything everybody else is doing. You got to become a legendary, someone that people remember. You got to have signature. The Sammy Cup and Handy, baby. We got that. We got that signature touch. Come on, man. Get above the 200, baby. Look at this battle at the 200 SMA. Tells me that there's a good chance we will get above it, right? And so now it's like, why not risk $100 for $500? You get it? It's like, it's a no-brainer for me. And I'm not even using high leverage or a lot of money here. $1,300 in margin at 12x leverage. The most I can lose is $70. I'd really like the confirmation that we get above the yellow line, please. Please close a candle above the yellow line. Now. I said now. I said now. Everybody's waiting. We don't have a lot of time. And we may end up making a flag below this, right? I have to wait for the flag to play out now. The battle for Bitcoin continues here. The battle for it all, right? The battle for it all. Let's get that music back up and running. What music we got? The Acid Reality? Okay. We'll see what we got. Acid Addiction, it's called. This one's called Emerging by Brendan Moeller. His stuff's a little like... Nah. No. It's not going to do it for me. Ooh. I'm getting a lot of gas right now. Oof. Must have been the Caesar salad last night or something. I don't know. Sorry, you don't need to hear that. No, it's my stomach. My stomach, you know what I mean? So look, we got rejected by the 200 SMA. Okay? And now we're pretty far away from the 21, so we got to come back to the 21-day moving average. I got price action locked in. Like, I know what it does. It does specific stuff. The 21 now will have to touch it likely. Mostly, and anything can happen. You have to remember that. But this is the most likely scenario now. And then we have some support that we made there at 67,649, right? I could try to build on support, but I'm front running the push above the 200. I've done that recently for the first time in my life. I buy the trade right below the 200, and I front run the fact that we're going to hit it. It's a crazy idea. You don't wait for confirmation. It's high risk and aggressive. However, you get an extra percentage push, and then once you get above it, it's like you feel like you're Free Willy because, you know, you got in extra aggressive, and then you got the safety of the 200, and then you get to ride. It's a pretty, you know, the only thing to do is it adds a little to the risk because then you can't be as close to the 200 on the entry. So that's the only thing about it, all right? See, I want some upbeat music. I like this. This rocks. I like this flag here for Bitcoin, honestly. And I see no reason not to risk like $100 for 700 here. So why not take that trade, right? If I lose $100, so be it. It's all right. But like the fact that I could make 700, so I am front running, very aggressive. But we played with it so many times, it looks very likely we're going to make it up now. You don't have to risk a lot on these trades. That's why I like them. The whole world just found cheap Bitcoin and they're going to start buying right now. I mean, spot Bitcoin's going to rip. It's likely we're going to get a push to the upside, right? The cup and handle broke out exactly like it was supposed to, hit the exact target. Crazy, right? Now we're in the flag and we're resetting the stochastic. And we're back above a support zone. I'm not saying we're going up for sure, but you know, it looks okay. We'll see what happens. I could easily lose the trade. I lose trades all the time. I went 9 for 1 though. You saw that. And one was kind of a glitch. So like the only time I lose is when the market was doing something funky, you know? And you can see the system working beautifully. Everything stable. Absolutely lovely. We get above this, boom. We'll get a nice move up to 69K again, likely. We're right near that all-time high again. People were like, and look, Bitcoin already just went from 66,000 all the way back up to 60. Bitcoin's going up $2,000 in a second. This is like, we're likely going to make some gains here on this trade. Let's get above this 200 SMA and see a nice push. I'm going to jump out just to look at an altcoin. But wow, man, I'm excited to see what could happen here. Once we get above that yellow line, it's fireworks. I'm telling you, it's fireworks. But there's a chance we double top it and we don't get above it too. I'm very high risk going against the grain here, waiting before we get, you know, I should open the trade when we get above it. Isn't it amazing how the bots are just fighting this yellow line? I know exactly what price action is doing, when it's doing it, why it's doing it. Right? That's an M pattern now. I don't like it. That's likely to dump, see? That's why it's high risk to enter the trade like I did. If you didn't have the 200 SMA right now, you'd have no idea what price action's hitting. I mean, you're hitting resistance, right? But it's really hitting the 200. Clear as day, right? That's our resistance point. Looks like we're making a nice little flag here, though. But it is an M. Anyway, let's jump back into the chat. Marvin, Elon, no, take a peek. Wow. Thoughts on spell tokens, Solama and Marvin. So Solama was hot. I do see it coming back to the 21-day moving average. I'd pull a Fibonacci here and wait for it to come to that 618, touch the 21, and that's likely going to be its next beautiful entry. But it would have been, we did talk about it yesterday in the channel. I didn't go over it, but you did give it to us. Appreciate you giving us Solama. You gave us a winner. You really did. All right. Marvin on Solana. I thought Marvin was that BRC20 thing that was getting hot. I don't know. Or is Marvin just a little alien, right? Marvin's brand new. Been on since March 1st. Not a crazy move, just going somewhat sideways. Could we get more out of Marvin? There's a chance. You know, I don't know. I'm not that excited about it, but it doesn't look like it's dumping too hard, so it's interesting. Maybe worth taking a look at. All right. Now that's a double bottom. Look, that's a W. Highly likely now you're going to rip above that 200 SMA and fly. This looks like it's going to play out very nicely. 21 coming for price action. We're making a nice little flag after the inverted. So far, so good for Bitcoin. I can see us getting all the way back up here. And again, a lot of other people are looking to they have no idea what to do right now with price action. They're flipping out, tripping out, right? We got you covered. We know what's going on. We're already in a trade. We're calm. We got the risk going on. We got $1,700 in at 12x leverage at $20,000 trade. We're okay. We're calmly handling price action. We're nailing it. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being here. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. Love is the strongest frequency that you can use in your life. I'm telling you right now. And I use love every single day to accomplish my goals, my dreams, and to do everything I can in my life because I don't live in fear. I live in love. And love is how you accomplish all your goals and dreams, everybody. GTAI looks like the trade of the weekend for me. You do whatever makes you happy, but that thing looks hot. And it's trending hot right now as well. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a dumb peasy right now. But just really kind of flagging out to the 21, you see? That's okay so far. So good. Bounced off the 21, which is a good sign. Now it's just doing chop above support. Okay. Spell was the next one. Oh, but I wanted to look at the spot. Hold on. And I was going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to get into GTAI for a swing trade on these two racks. So now look, I made $2,800. I get to put $800 in Bitcoin long term. That could turn into $8,000 10 years from now, whatever. It's long-term money for my future generational wealth. And then I put the $2,000 in. If this doubles up, you see, and then that original $5,000 that I originally put in, and I didn't even use the $5,000. It was like $1,200 to make all the trades, right? So you can see how you start to compound gains over time. All right. This is the key for me. This is what I do, right? You do whatever makes you happy, but this is kind of what I do. All right. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. See who's messaged me. I'm not sure. Wouldn't you want to see my DMs? Get out of my DMs. Don't be in my DMs. But look, there we go. This breaks this 200 SMA. We are gone, baby, and we're going to make $700 off $100. It's going to be awesome. You see what I'm saying? We didn't have to risk a lot to gain a lot. Come on, baby. Push through the 100. I know how this works. Once we get above this yellow line, we are good to go. Oh, my goodness. The bots start picking up now. See, the bots love this. They eat this. Bots are programmed to buy above the 200. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once you realize it, you trade with it. And you'd be in the gains with me again. I showed you exactly how to make gains. Second trade in a row on the live stream. Okay. And you saw me take profits as well. I took profits right before the live. All right. And again, I could scalp this one and be done with it. You keep doing it. Keep doing it. That way, you know, because you never know. I've seen them just leverage trade could go any way. So I'm all about taking the money fast and furiously. Stop loss to break even. Shave the stop. But once we close the candle above the 200 SMA, that's where I would immediately open up a long now with a stop right below and see if I can make the gain. Doesn't always work, but it can work. Nothing in trading is 100%. You go after your probabilities over and over again. That has a length of a pole, and that's a beautiful flag, though. And you're low stochastics, and you're above the 200. It's like everything that I go for. High likelihood this should play out. But it may not. Now you close two candles above the 200. It's a very good sign for the trade, you know, but no guarantees. So Spell, I saw this in this giant cup and handle. Basically looked like it was going to go. I drew this. I don't know when I drew it, but I was like, dude, this thing's going to go. It's on a cup and handle. Look for it to break up to here. And I circled the level and drew this line. I did it really quickly. And what did Spell do? It did exactly that. Like Simple stuff. Like, you didn't even need to be technical on it. Just, oh, cup and handle, buy the right side, let it go. Done. I don't know when I did spell, but that's, you know, I did it very barbarically, obviously. And again, small gains add up. You do this 10 times a day, 360. And then some of my trades may be this, but some trades rip. And next thing you know, you're up $500. This could change in 2 seconds. You're leverage trading. You remember that. Like, just having a position in leverage trading and being able to hold a green position is a blessing, because there was years where I got in and out and I couldn't handle it. Now I can handle it nice and calmly, nice and easily. I set my stop loss. I know exactly what I'm doing. Look, I've made 2 profitable trades in front of you so far. This may not be one, right? This may turn the second I say that. So it's like, once we lose the 200 SMA, to me, the trade is over. Right? I'm out. Like, we can't lose the yellow line. The yellow line is my basically my saving grace right now. Again, had I scalped to $79, and then I could be waiting for the flag to play out again and getting back in. Have no fear with taking profits. Please learn how to do it to the point where you feel so comfortable doing it. You do it all the time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, but just you should love taking profits. You should be falling in love with it. Something that you do all the time. All right. You remember, there's a bunch of people shorting that are about to get liquidated, and they got laid into the shorts, and they're all weighted up here, and the market maker's about to eat them alive. It's just likely going to happen. All right. That's more like it, baby. And now look, you got a little flag here. That's a tradable flag on the smaller time frame. This is why I have I have so many straight win rate trades. And then once the market looks great, I open up a real big one and take a big advantage of the bigger trade. The trade is negated if you lose the 200, right? Like here, like you should keep ripping now. And then the constant stress of the mind of being in a trade all the time can get to you too, all right? So we looked at Spell. We looked at, we got to kind of finish what Spell's doing there. It's really far away from the 21-day moving average and the 3-day. You got some wickage. You did just get across, but to me it says, yeah, I'd watch the daily here pull back. I draw some type of Fibonacci from wick to wick, and I'd be looking for the 618 and this level here, maybe at the 786. Might come down a little more. If it breaks out, look for it to retest this key area. I do see it continuing. Just somewhere in here is going to be the entry, but eventually going up to 2.6, right? And honestly, like, I may just take this now, $50, and then I'll wait for the flag to play out again. Let me see. That wick was pretty nice. Where's the 200 on the 1 second chart? Oh, we got to get above it. We break above it, we can get a big move. We're resisting. We got to get above that. Come on, baby. No, resistance. That could be a major dump. Oh, bounce. Nope. If we can break this yellow line, price action is going to move too. This is the flag that we're watching on the 1 second chart. Heavy volatility today. Then I'm back to the 1, and I'm checking the 1 second 200, right? Should have them open on 2 screens. We can't lose the 200 SMA on the 1 second. Bit of an Adam and Eve double top. Right? You see Adam and Eve in a way. I'm not loving the trade. I'm going to take my gain. I'm going to wait for it to see what happens. Something, you know, by now, we should be up by now. We didn't move. Friday, low volume, right? You can't lose that yellow line, though. See, now we might lose it. 2 trades in a row. Okay, $80. Building back up, right? Let's get back out. I like, though, we did break above support. And now we have some more, you know, some good support here that we could use. Inverted head and shoulder did play out. We found it. See, I wait for the reversal pattern. We found it. We projected this right shoulder before it happened, right? You remember, we looked at it. We were here saying, do we make the right shoulder now? I could see the patterns before they even occur, right? Your brain can see the patterns. See, that's the thing. You become like Rain Man. And then you can see the patterns before the rest of the world. Then you can play, you can trade before them. You can get in the trade before them. You can sell before them. You're in and out like sauce, and that way, you know, they're going after everyone. You've been done. Like, they can't even liquidate you because you've made your move already. All right. This looks pretty nice actually right now. I may actually re-enter that. Let me see. This thing's moving. So now look, I delete all my work. I look at it fresh, and that's another nice flag riding the 200. And the Stokes are getting low. Time is of the essence here. I'll use the SMMA. Same thing here. It's 69,258 though. For whatever reason, right? I just take whatever I get. 67,699. A chance we get ourselves another trade here. We got some support holding us down. It's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. So we only have to risk, like, again, $100 for $400. 70,000, 69,259. Oh, dang. 258. So then we risk 100 here for 400, right? But we wait. Pull this away. I want to see how the yellow line's interacting. The 21 coming into price action is a good sign. If the 21 crosses the 200 SMA, we're going to get a nice push to the upside. When these get close, it's very likely that you don't break them both too. It's likely you pump to the upside when they get close. It's kind of like Bollinger Bands getting tight together. With the stochastics low, that's a good sign for me. Okay. I like it. I'm going to take it. Okay. Again, only 100 for 400. These are really good risk-reward ratios because my stops can be so close to entry due to the 200. Only because I'm trading near the 200. If I wasn't trading near the 200, I wouldn't have this advantage. And again, I could easily get stopped out. It's a high-risk thing that I'm doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you do not do this. You lose tons of money if you don't have practice doing this. Use a demo account right here. They have futures, demo trading. You better be doing what I'm doing on a demo account for at least a month or two. You got to have 50 to 100 demo trades underneath your belt. You got to know what you're doing. The second you start trading with leverage and you don't know what you're doing, I'm telling you right now, it'll mess with your brain. You might do the right thing, and you might get banged on, right? All right. To some people, the 1 minute is noise. To other people, the 1 minute is a paycheck. You know what I mean? I can take so much money out of the 1 minute on a daily basis. But again, it's all about someone's perspective, okay? It's about where your mind comes from and what you see, right? The 1 minute is the weekly. It doesn't matter what time frame. You know what I mean? If the 1 minute is noise, then the weekly is noise. But the weekly isn't noise, and neither is the one. So much information on all different time frames if you can find it. See, here's the thing. If you compare, here's a great example of life, right? Kind of give you a perspective. A frog's on a lily pad, right? Or he's looking and he sits like the pond's this big. And a frog only sits at this north end of the pond, and he knows the north end so well, and he knows what happens in the north end of the pond. And there's another guy who's sitting here on the south end, right? That's like a guy who trades the weekly and a guy who trades the 1 minute. And if you see it enough, you can use it to your advantage. You get it? But you got to see it enough. So like whatever you use, you'll know better. So the 1 minute isn't noise to someone that's always living in it. You get it? But it's noise to someone that doesn't use it enough. I don't know. For me, I don't know. Just it's all about perspective to the human being, right? It's what do you see? All right. And like the 200 SMA works on the 1 minute as well as it works on the weekly, as well as it works on the daily. As long as you stay above it, you have yourselves a chance of getting a move to the upside. See how we wicked it there, but they held it? We should see a big blast out now with low stochastics. Bitcoin should pump up to 68,462. All right. That's the probability right now. Previous resistance became support. You SR flipped right here with the 200 SMA. Okay. Only time will tell how we will all make it in the end. Right? Blessings on blessings to everybody here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This trade looks very likely, but let's see what happens. The target for the trade is 68,465 if we can get to the trade. Can you do TA on likes? Wasn't that only one? Like it's one coin. Beautiful pump for this. Hoping it reaches watches soon. Come on, folks. Let's go. Oh, can you do TA on likes? You're funny. Hope it gets to the watchers soon. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love, man. I'm thinking he's asking about like only one coin, right? I'm always ready to service, man. I'm like, what does he need? What does he want? Funny, right? So look, we could get all the way up here to 18,286, right? That target is 127% gain. All coins are looking pretty nice right now. Previous support becomes resistance for this. I'd watch this pretty closely in the 4-hour time frame. There's only one of these coins, right? It's only one. You buy one of the many coins, right? Gorilla. Gorilla's been on our target, and Gorilla pumps to the upside. It dipped and then pumped again. I saw it in this flag. We got the alert. Once the alert hit, we lost the trend line. No love for Gorilla, but we looked at it down here, remember? 162% gain. And then it did what everything does. It pulled back, pulled a fib on it. I don't know how we missed this. I thought I talked about it last night, but maybe I didn't get a chance to. And look, it came to the 786 Fibonacci, basically. That's where I buy in between the golden bucket. And again, in a bull market, this is a beautiful way to trade. Like, it pays you very well. In a bear market, sometimes you have to wait too long. It doesn't play out. So, like, if you learn this in a bear market, you know, once you realize how well these things play out in a bull run, it becomes amazing. Once you get your move, you get away from the 21. You get high in the stochastic. A little bit of bearish div there, too. Tells me that Gorilla might have to come on down. I'm saying Gorilla, but it's Gorilla, right? And do something like this. Consolidate nicely and then get ready for its next leg to the upside. It could break out and continue to pump. Watch a smaller time frame flag if that's the case. All right. So Bitcoin getting that Friday flatness right now. Not able to hold the 200 SMA. With the laid back jazz, which I don't know how I got into this. I was trying to find house, but. And that's Gorilla token. GFAL, baby, which I've been accumulating the entire bear market. Literally, like sometimes I want to give up on this coin, but, you know, I got in down here. So, and we sold there. We bought back in. Sold here. Started accumulating again. I sold here. It kept going. I was like, oh, no, I bought some here. Then I bought my whole bag more back here, and then I bought more, you know. So now I'm like, do I accumulate? Where do I go? I'm still up in gains, but, you know, it's been a fun little ride with this coin. Previous resistance has been support. 786 is held very nicely. You're in the golden pocket. It just been hanging out for a long time. Next target is 72. Looks like we could get there, you know, for Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking at, bouncing off this key zone of the Fibonacci region up to 72. I love this coin. I'm in it. I have a long-term bag of it. I got like 15,000 USD. It could be big to somebody, small to others. It's definitely in the accumulation zone. It's showing signs that its support has become resistance. I don't see how this thing doesn't start to take off, but you never know. It could go to 0 too. Like, there's no guarantees in anything in trading. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I just show you guys what I see in the charts, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. And Bitcoin breaking 68,000 back to 67,950 for BTC. On this beautiful Friday, someone wants me to look at EOS. Can we look at ALGO? Can we look at ANKR? ANKR, I haven't looked at ANKR in a long time. ANKR protocol. Wow, pump. It's funny. Anything you know, if you haven't looked at it in a while, it's probably up. All right. So look, I don't know when I did it, but I probably just drew these two lines. I drew two lines, and then I took the lane to the base and said we're probably going up, and we hit the target. Once you got above the 200 SMA, that was the perfect time to get in on the 3-day chart. Whenever you get really far away from the 21-day moving average, things really need to pull back. So I'd be watching these smaller time frames for some type of flagging and some type of Fibonacci and support and resistance, which lines up pretty close to that 618. And then you could have your next run. See how most altcoins do not care about Bitcoin at all? Little dip by, and they're kind of right back to business as usual. So, these are going to continue. I see ANKR headed up to 7 cents not too long from now. ALGO, we got photographic memory. It's in the, the giant cup and handle on the way to 28 cents, right? If I'm correct, is the next target for ALGO. And it's about to hit. Wow, it did it. So we called 28 cents way back here for ALGO because it had hidden bullish divergence. It had the 618, 786 retracement. And then it bounced all the way to the 285. I mean, it's just like you can't. Once it breaks this 200 SMA on the 3-day chart, which I think it's about to show me that. It did right there. That was another buy zone right there with a stop below, and that's a huge move. Whenever you get above the 3-day 200 SMA, that's when it's time. If you've missed the low accumulation zone, that's time to buy any asset in the world. I don't care what it is. I backtested this and found out it's the greatest move ever. And so, boom. This is when I started buying Solana. The total market cap had gotten well above the, 2-3 candles closed above it. I said, man, I got to jump on in. Total 3, right? We're going to talk about on that monthly candle. But when Total 3 right here got above this 200 SMA, I knew that the altcoins were about to soar. I put out this green arrow for the altcoins. I showed you where we were going. I had this out on the macro now. I've been saying the same thing. That's why check out it's so weird. We get thousands of people to watch my live, but nobody will watch the weekly technical analysis. We'll get 2,000 people. Instead of the 8, 10, 20, 1,000 people here. We have the enough people that watch live. Those are the only people that watch, But that analysis video is going to show you really long-term what's happening. And you can see that I'm sticking to the exact same strategy over and over and over and over again, right? Even had this breaking out as it got tight inside the channel. And so far it did. Now we're bouncing nicely off 680. It's a pretty good sign that the total market cap of all the altcoins is robust and strong. And money is going to flow in from Bitcoin. So pretty good. It's pretty awesome, honestly. All right. Trade is pretty flat, down 36 bucks. We'll see what happens. So it looks like we're flagging out, which is a good sign. After a dump, when you start to flag out, it's a pretty good sign. Like the dump should keep coming. Like, when do we stop it? When do we stop it? We've seemed to have stopped the waters. We're back at 67,009. I'll be putting out trades updates to the trading group. It was an amazing time to be alive, everybody. Blessings on blessings. And I think I got all the super chats done. I don't think we got that many. Shout out to the Jesus Coin people. We love you. We went short from 69.7, 68.7, and took a timer to register. Don't worry, Sam. You're good. The 99 will be back up. Yeah, it was weird. While it's an Anon account, asking for $10, super chatting yourself. You're funny. Super chatting yourself, asking for what? Please take a look at GROK. I know you're not a fan, but I appreciate the TA anytime, man. Let's tip him $10 each. Shout out to Raby Gotani. God bless you. Thank you for saying that, man. That's not an Anon account. I don't know who that is. Raby, I love you. Bless you. Bless you. All right. I'll put my hands up, and we can say Raby's name, and then he'll type, I don't do that, man. I wouldn't do that. Good morning, Sam. Thank you for the love of the new mission coin, Jesus coin, spreading the light in the blockchain. Shout out to Lee Khalifi. Jacob Sheets, thank you for the screen share last night. Waking up to gains daily since joining the 99, learning so much in the group. Thank you for the super chat. Check out GFAL. We got to that. All right. Solama and Marvin. Thoughts on Spell. We looked at Spell. Raven to Kinera. Marvin, Elon Dog. See you. Take a peek. Wow. That knock live. Jesus coin. We love you. Bless you, man. And Master Friend. Love you, brother. I won't repeat that comment. I disagree. Digital Assets Diary. Right. I could make a living off the 1 minute. So I did say. Blessing Sam. Time for our daily NAKA check. Love you, brother. Let's take a look at NAKA. Sammy, can you please take a look at ALGO? Shout out to Justin Palms, Bart Atz, EOS, 2012 Carmen. We got to look at EOS. EOS, man, please. The old whack coin. Can you check out Harmony 1? That's an oldie but goodie from Manuel Smith. All right. So let's take a look here. And I'll be back for the weekly analysis that I got to do soon, too. Let's take a look at NAKA because it's my baby. Me and Stas got our bags packed. So, wow, beautiful pump for NAKA. Hit $3. Came all the way back down, whipped back up. You know, let's just get into kind of the smaller time frames here. A lot of wicking, huh? A lot of weird wickage. And we're just going to make some type of consolidation pattern here, and the NAKA is likely going to continue. I see NAKA headed. You know where it's headed, and we already called it. We called $3 way back, 333. So NAKA's going to 333. It broke out of the flag. Didn't even make the right shoulder. It made a smaller right shoulder. See, it did make a right shoulder, though. I predicted that before it happened. Can't say it was going to make exactly the same size, but, I made this little loop, and it did that, and it bounced on out. So, yeah, we're watching that smaller time frame for NAKA now and just looking at it make a move. I believe it probably happened today or tomorrow. 333 for NAKA is coming. Harmony 1, which is a coin I had back in the day. Wow, this thing actually finally did rip out the cup and handle. Look at the Adam and Eve right there. All you have to do is find the Adam and Eves. Buy the right side and you'll make money. It's so simple, everybody. It happens over and over again. There's certain times in the market where it's a simple way to make gains. And then there's certain times in the market where it's not. So look, this is a big deal now that you're getting above the 200 SMA. I'm telling you, you may not think so. You may think that the 1 minute is noise. But I will teach you that the 1 minute... we're going to have a long talk tonight, man. I'm going to have to put you on like... I'm gonna have to put you in detention, man. No, I'm messing with you. But like, once you get above the 200 SMA in the 1 minute, it's a good sign that we can continue to the upside here for Bitcoin and hit my target here. And we're going to turn $100 into $700. You see? All right. We can do this. We can teach you how. It can be done. We'll erase all the losses of the glitch in a day, But I see a move for Bitcoin here to the upside. My target is 69,300. We broke the all-time high now. We don't got to stress it. We've done damage. Blessings on blessings to everybody out here. We love you. We appreciate you. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. How many people we got hitting that like button? Everyone, we got to have 1,000. We did 1,000 likes on every stream. I love it. $274 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. The breakout looks like it's happening right now for Bitcoin. I know you want them to stay. But I gave you the trade. We're up in the trade right now. Had you had the guts to take the trade, but hey, every trade you don't take is a trade you don't make. You got to have the guts to make it happen. Look, there we go, baby. Boom, boom, boom. This is what we knew would happen once you break the 200 SMA because the bots like to get in. If you're making gains with me, put a 333 in the comment section. I was about to leave, but I can't leave on a green candle booming to the upside after I made the call. How many calls have I made live on this channel? It's in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. How many times have I told you where Bitcoin's going and it went there? It adds up over and over again. I could take this. That's 3 for 3 now. You saw me on the live. Bang, bang. Who's in the gains right now? 80% of the trade. Bang. I love it. Whales tried to cause a correction. 2 sells would have put us down 33, but the ETFs just streamrolled the whales. Super cycle. Amen. The ETFs were so excited to buy more. They had to fight each other. They all want that price. Fidelity, all these new ETFs are fighting to get the supply because they want to provide the ETF to their customers. It's a big deal. We're headed back to 69,000, everybody on the trade. I'm calling it here first. You know it. We caught the reversal for you. We showed you exactly where the daily low was likely going to occur. We found the divergence, the inverted head and shoulder. We found this flag. We traded that flag. We found this flag. We traded it. Look, it was all TA. It was inverted. The 1 minute is not noise. Inverted head and shoulder broke out. This was the ascending cup and handle. This was the flag. This was the secondary flag. You got above the 200 SMA. You were gone. Everything that I teach is fundamentally complete on the 1 minute chart. I love you to death. And with all due respect, the 1 minute is not noise. Hey, man, I love everybody. I appreciate you. And I love you, Master Friend. You're my best friend. I just want you to know. I'm an Aries. We're aggressive. You know how it is. But I love you, man. Hey, to you, it's noise. And that's your opinion. And you have your right to say that. Everybody, I love you. Oh, no, I see what you're saying. I'm messing up. You know the 1 minute isn't noise. People say the 1 minute's noise. I'm messing up, see? I took it the wrong way. I'm like, this guy knows it's not noise. See? That's how tired I am. You were making a sarcastic comment. See? I'm that dumb, dude. See? No, I shouldn't put myself down. Yeah, of course. I'm like, I always assume people are messing with me and trolling me, even my buddies, right? But then it didn't make sense. Like, why would he troll me, right? I can print money on this 1 minute daily. Look at this thing. Blow on it, baby. Yeah. No, he wrote the super chat, and I just didn't realize what he was saying, because I'm not that swift all the time. I can be in the moment, right? I can't extrapolate what the hell he was saying, because he goes, and maybe it wasn't even, I don't even know who it was. Wait, I don't know. I can't see anymore. Oh yeah, he wrote 1 minute is just noise, and he wrote with a laughter. See, like, I'm thinking he's like, it didn't make sense to me. See? I love you, bro. Now, see, we're about the 200 away from the 21. I can likely take profits here, especially on a Friday. And don't be afraid. And then I can wait for the next flag to occur back to the 21, and I can do this again and again and again. And by doing this, I can sit on my computer for 5 to 7 hours a day, and I can make 700, 1,000. And then some trades I can leave while I'm sleeping, wake up to hundreds of, like this morning I woke up to a huge $800, $700 trade ripping. I took gains. So like today was a great day, right? We're doing well. So now we got a little flag. You could trade possibly the smaller time frame, like the 1 second now. I've never traded the 1 second getting right above the 200, but usually there's a big pump from that. So what if I were to just do the, I've never traded that before, but like what if I just was like, I would have to enter right now with a stop like right here on the other side of the 200. So my stop would be really, really close. It would be like 6.8, 300. You could do this on demo. I know my stops right now. So like technically this should just keep ripping, and you should never get stopped out because you got right in, and we should have got in even earlier. This is really hard to execute. You got to practice this over time. But this should make us money. You know, I practice with a small amount of money. We should have got in really quick, like right there, and boom, paid. I know a guy who was doing this with like hundreds of thousands. He was making like millions of dollars a day, or at least 100,000. Like I saw some of his trades were just enormous. So look, and this is the flag. Look at the flag. It was in an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 second chart. See it? And then that broke to the upside. It's actually, I like that he made a point, because we made a point that the 1 minute isn't noise. It was kind of like a fun little fake battle, right? To prove to people what it really is. And now my other trade would have been still in the money had I stayed in it, right? But I took profits. It's okay. See how much crazy information you can get from the smaller time frames? Look, and now this trade's just continuing to rip to my target. I forget all the people that are buying up price action, right? Oh, I was supposed to make $700 too, right? I forget, man. Short-term memory from years of partying my life away. Amazing what the 1 second can show you, though, right? Now it's flagging out. And look, it did break. See, once it got above the 200, it did break for a huge gain. So if I put more money in there, that would have been a bigger trade, right? And then I could flash close it. The idea is you trade this like there's tons of money in the trade, right? Whenever you're like doing your demos. And anyway, don't be on the 1 second. It'll get you caught up. And we're back here again, and you can see like we're away from the 21, so now we should probably make a flag again. And look, this could be a cup and handle. An ascending cup and handle. And then this would be our next move up, right? Bang. And then the 21 could touch price action. We may even stay above support here that we just made. Resistance is support, and we might actually, you know, you can trade support or resistance with no patterns at all. You can get in here because previous support is resistance, put a stop right here at the next spot and go for the target and not even use a pattern. Like, there's so many ways to trade depending on your style, what you want to do. All right. And I could just sit here all day and do all different things, gymnastics on the charts, right? You can get here with the charts, and you will. Again, we missed out on that beautiful risk-reward ratio of 1 to 7. So I probably shouldn't have sold that trade because I was in such a good spot of how I made the entry. Okay. They almost got a stop, but I got lucky. Well, they made an inverted look, shoulder, head, right shoulder there, and that was the end. It's just amazing. We have the whole world buying Bitcoin behind us too as well, right? And I'm usually trading like a higher leverage, like a 37x. And that's 1 for 3. I risk 100 for 300, right? Even with the glitch, I'm up huge in the day, so it's okay. Stokes are a little high for me. I liked it to come down, but I like that move. Previous support of resistance. The 21's a little far from price. So I'll get into the trade maybe in 10 minutes. Or if we break above that, though, we're going to go. I'm smelling buy pressure right now. All right, everybody, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Apologize for the music today. It was pretty off. I wasn't a fan of my own music, which, you know. But look for this to come down to this 21, make a flag, and then continue to the upside. I may want to add into the trade if that happens. All right. Follow me on Twitter, @CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all the beautiful fan funding. Shout out to everyone that hooked me up. Sammy Cubanati, Kenny G, Benga. The 99 membership is really worth it, 100%. Thank you for saying that. Can you check out the RSR? It's a little late, man. I got to jump. I appreciate the super chat, though. I'll look at RSR, I guess, one time. I think we looked at it last night. As like an example trade, didn't we? I mean, you're just really overbought, right? And you're away for the 21-day moving average. So you just pull fibs and you wait for it to pull back. Very simple stuff, right? And you may miss out if the small time frames give you a flag. So even if you're waiting for this, you have to map out, you know, this one. Could you boom out? There's a chance this alt booms. You know? You're just high risk as you're entering into more risky territory. But there's a chance this flag pushes to the upside. But it's higher risk. We may double top. You may lose this level. That target is 8-9, right? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. And we went almost 3 hours long for the all-time live stream. And we held an amazing amount of people here. Blessings on blessings. 1,085 likes. $280 in chat revenue. Everybody, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you for your time. Your time was amazing. Without your time, I don't have a show, man. Gratitude. God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day with your family, friends. And if you're at work, man, may you enjoy your work and be done. And may you have a beautiful Friday. Blessings on blessings. No eat, no pay, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.